Chapter 2821. When Chen Shang returned to the original Dao, there were also rumors about the Dragon Devil Dead Land here. However, they did not panic like Chen Shang had imagined. Instead, everyone was extremely excited, and only after hearing what Chen Shang had said, did they find out the reason. So it turns out that after the legend of the Dragon Devil Dead Land spread, there was another story as well. Back then, it was not only the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect who died in battle in the Dragon Devil Dead Land, the strongest ancestors of the four great divine sects all died in the Dragon Devil Dead Land. And the divine tools that they had used back then, had naturally fallen into the Dragon Devil Dead Land as well. The 10 mighty overlords that they led all possessed Heavenly Alchemy Souls. Adding the Heavenly Alchemy Venerable Ancestors Divine Artifacts, there were 11 divine artifacts with Heavenly Alchemy Souls scattered around the Dragon Devil Dead Land. Therefore, at this time, many people felt that there was definitely a Heavenly Alchemy Souls divine tool in the Dragon Devil Dead Land. Even if there wasn't, there were definitely a lot of good things, because the number of experts who died in there back then was just too many. Being able to unleash the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power was something that many people wanted to possess. Now that the legends of the Dragon Devil Dead Land had been told, many people believed that although the Dragon Devil Dead Land was dangerous, it was still a treasury. What surprised Chen Shang was that some of the rankers in the original Dao also thought the same way. They actually planned to head to the Dragon Devil Dead Land to look for treasures. Why hasn't Uncle Lin come out yet? Chen Shang had known that Lin Jishan had been here for a long time and that he knew many secrets. He wanted to ask Lin Jishan about the Dragon Devil Dead Land. Lin Jishan did not come out, so he had no choice. At this moment, he already knew that there were a lot of people heading towards the Dragon Devil Dead Land. This won't do, I can't be at ease. Chen Shang also wanted to go to the Dragon Devil Dead Land to have a look. In the end, he hid it from the Master Wang and stealthily made his way to the Dragon Devil Dead Land. According to his knowledge, many of the Supreme Elders in the original Dao sect had brought their disciples there, but the leader did not stop them. Chen Shang felt that the leaders in the original Dao sect must know a lot of things, and if the Dragon Devil Dead Land was in danger, he would definitely stop them from going there. Chen Zhang's speed was extremely fast, and before long, he arrived at a city that was very close to the Dragon Devil Dead Land. He wanted to find some useful information, and at this moment, he also wanted to go into the Dragon Devil Dead Land to try his luck, and see if he could find a Heavenly Alchemy artifact that possessed the Heavenly Alchemy Soul. If the legends were true, then there were 11 Heavenly Alchemy artifacts inside. The chances of him obtaining them were very high, and many people had the same thoughts as him, so they all headed towards Dragon Devil Dead Land with their lives on the line. Chen Shang had met Jiyu Qingtian inside the city, and was walking on the streets alone. Compared to not having met his master once before, he was currently in the early stages of 6 God stage. Brother Jiyu, Chen Shang suddenly patted Jiyu Qingtian's shoulder. Although he had changed his appearance, he still used the original voice, so when Jiyu Qingtian heard the voice, he immediately recognized that it was Chen Shang. Seeing Chen Zhang's change in appearance, Jiyu Qingtian could understand. Now that news of Chen Shang had spread, he did this to avoid trouble. Brother Jiyu, are you alone? Chen Shang asked, and then chatted with Jiyu Qingtian as they walked. Of course not, my master and I came here. You're the one who came here yourself. Jiyu Qingtian laughed. Brother, it's all thanks to you that I managed to enter 6 God stage now, if not I would have been waiting for so long. There's no need to be so polite, I didn't waste any effort anyway. But are you really not afraid of going to Dragon Devil Dead Land? Chen Shang said, you have just broken through, yet you want to go to such a dangerous place. Jiyu Qingtian did not immediately answer Chen Shang. Instead, he brought Chen Shang to a place far away from the city and towards a quiet place where there were few people. Dragon Devil Dead Land is indeed very dangerous. We all thought so too. However, our original Taoists tell us that there is no danger inside. Even if there is, it is very deep inside, and all we need to do is to walk around outside. Jiyu Qingtian replied, his news came from the 6 divine sects, so it shouldn't be a fake. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many of them. Is this true? If it was outside, would it be possible to find Heavenly Alchemy artifact? Chen Shang was pleasantly surprised. At least, the inside wasn't as scary as he had imagined. You already have a Heavenly Alchemy soul, and you even assimilated into your own body. You are a very strong Heavenly Alchemy artifact yourself, and you still want it. Jiyu Qingtian laughed. The more of these things the better. Chen Shang laughed. People are always so greedy. Are you sure you want to go in there yourself? If you were the only one, you might be in danger. We have quite a few of them. They are the teachers of Mu Rongling and his group. They definitely wouldn't mind if you join us. Ji Yu Qingtian said. Chen Shang had teleportation and invisibility. He felt that it wouldn't be a problem for him to be careful. No need, I'm not sure if I want to go in yet. I always thought it was weird inside. Chen Shang had initially been floating in the air outside of Dragon Devil Dead Land, but he could feel that an extremely terrifying evil energy was hidden inside. Alright then, if you decide, you can come find me anytime. I'll stay at the hotel on the street. Ji Yu Qingtian patted Chen Zhang's shoulders. We will leave in 3 days. When we are certain of the situation inside, we will leave immediately. Determine the situation, Chen Shang asked curiously. Yes, this is mainly the news from the 6 divine sects. Their news is extremely reliable. However, there are already people who have entered. It shouldn't take long for them to find out more about what is going on inside. Ji Yu Qingtian said, this Dragon Devil Dead Land is also strange. In the past, he was always enveloped by a barrier, but after the wyvern was bathed in blood, the barrier disappeared. Hearing that, Chen Shang had a bad premonition. He was willing to be enveloped by the enchantment of the Dragon Devil Dead Land, and now that it was suddenly gone, coupled with the strange sight of the wyvern being bathed in blood, it was definitely not a good thing. Suddenly, someone shouted, good news. Someone just obtained a heavenly artifact from Dragon Devil Dead Land. It was used by one of the Supreme Elders back in the days. From this, you can see that there are people who have preserved the heavenly alchemy artifact in the Dragon Devil Dead Land. I heard that the people from Flying Dragon Palace obtained it too. When Chen Shang and Ji Yu Qingtian heard this, they both had the same thought, and wished that they could go in and see. I'll go back and find Master. Are you coming? Ji Yu Qingtian said. He wanted to quickly go in. No, Chen Shang shook his head. Alright, farewell. Ji Yu Qingtian ran away hastily. Chen Shang also immediately went to the Dragon Devil Dead Land. When the news of the heavenly alchemy seal seeing the light of day spread, there would definitely be more people heading to the Dragon Devil Dead Land. 2520 XSHHH plus 25,142,946, greater than. Chapter 2822. Chen Shang used the fastest speed he could muster to get to the outskirts of the Dragon Devil Dead Land. The last time he came here, the ground of the Dragon Devil Dead Land was covered in black soil and it was completely empty. In the depths of the Dragon Devil Dead Land, there were many broken gigantic mountains and huge rocks exploding everywhere. However, now that they were here, it was a sea of people below them. Many people were digging randomly, and there were many big pits, and many huge rocks were being broken up. I wonder if the heavenly alchemy seal is powerful. Chen Shang increased his speed and headed inside, but he did not know how to find it. The reason the Flying Dragon Palace could find the heavenly alchemy artifact in such a short period of time was obviously not because they were lucky. They definitely had some way to sense the existence of the heavenly alchemy artifact. Many people only dared to, randomly, dig outside, but they did not dare to go inside. Heavenly alchemy artifact were found inside, and only those with the Supreme Lord's cultivation level dared to go inside to investigate. Chen Shang, what's the situation outside? What code did the leader S of the original Dao have to say? Master Wang did not know what was happening outside. He was very concerned about it and asked anxiously. I'm already inside the Dragon Devil Dead Land. Chen Shang said. His words caused Master Wang to be unable to say anything. Maybe Master Wang wanted to say some dirty words, but he was unable to do so due to his self-control. Elder Wang, you don't have to worry. The leader S of the original Dao's gate allowed disciples to enter. Some of the overlords have already brought their disciples on their way and are waiting for the final news. Then, they will enter this place to investigate. Chen Shang said. Not long ago, a person from the Flying Dragon Palace obtained a heavenly alchemy seal from the Dragon Devil Dead Land. The Master Wang didn't say anything. After thinking about it carefully, he said, anyway, there are dangers inside the Dragon Devil Dead Land. You must be careful. I know, Chen Shang laughed. You and I are together. If I die, I will be very irresponsible towards you. It's good that you know that. I thought you forgot. Master Wang laughed bitterly. Right, do you know which guy in Flying Dragon Palace got the heavenly alchemy seal? I don't know. Chen Shang really wanted to know who it was, but he didn't know. I just heard that this person rode a dragon bat in there. The guy riding the dragon bat? Master Wang shouted, it's actually this guy. Many people don't know him, but I know this guy. What, do you know him? Chen Shang never thought that the Master Wang would actually know a ranker in the Flying Dragon Palace. Yes, no one knows his name, but he has a nickname called Bat Super Venerable. His strength is unfathomable, and the dragon bat he's raising is also a special beast among the dragon beast. It's extremely powerful, able to fight against one of the Grand Elder alone. Master Wang said, back then, because I refined a type of pill, he needed the blood of dragon bats. When I found this guy, he agreed to give me some dragon bat blood and had me prepare 5 billion Dao crystal for him. At that time, I had prepared a Dao crystal, but this guy didn't know his words well, so he still cheated and raised the price temporarily. He wanted me to pay 7 billion Dao crystal before he was willing to give me a jar of dragon bat blood. And then, Chen Shang asked anxiously, I didn't agree later on, and then he stole my Dao crystal, and I was even beaten up by him. It was also because the leader S of the original Dao S had appeared afterwards that they helped me get back the 5 billion Dao crystal. Master Wang sighed helplessly. This is the most humiliating part of my past. I rarely bring it up to others and he himself didn't even spread it. Elder Wang, how much do you know about this fellow? Chen Shang asked. He is the target of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect's pursuit, because he once snatched away the Prime Emperor of a Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect and his Heavenly Alchemy artifact. Initially, Flying Dragon Palace was also worried that Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect would take revenge on him, so he kicked him out of Flying Dragon Palace, but after a period of time, he returned back to Flying Dragon Palace. Quote. The Master Wang continued, I heard that the Flying Dragon Palace valued the Bat Super Venerable very highly, that's why I paid a huge price later on to make the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect let go of this enmity. Chen Zhang's eyes lit up, and said, for Bat Super Venerable to be able to find a set of Heavenly Alchemy artifact in such a short period of time, it means that he wasn't blindly looking for it. You said earlier that he had a Heavenly Alchemy artifact, right? Quote. Yes, that's a big fork. It's called the Heavenly Refining Divine Trident. Initially, this Bat Super Venerable arrogantly said that this weapon was most suitable for him to use, so it was his, and then he snatched it away. Master Wang said, this guy is just like that. I was robbed by him before, but fortunately he only simply beat me up a few times. It sounds like this guy is a bastard. Chen Shang couldn't help but laugh. Right now, I'll also try to see if I can detect the location of the Heavenly Alchemy artifact. Chen Zhang's own body was equivalent to a Heavenly Alchemy artifact. He slightly released a bit of the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power, and after a short while, a reaction occurred. Even though the distance between them was far, he could clearly feel it. After sensing something, Chen Shang excitedly flew over with his fastest speed. In the depths of Dragon Devil Dead Land, there was a patch of grayness and confusion, just like before a storm. An hour later, Chen Shang was getting closer and closer to a Heavenly Alchemy artifact, but when he neared it, he discovered that there was a gigantic black shadow in front of him. He took a closer look and realized that the shadow had wings. It was fat and fluttering its wings as it hovered in the air. Dragon Bat. Chen Shang was startled. He never thought that he would actually meet Flying Dragon Palace and see that black-colored bat. It was really big, like a big house. It was pitch black in color, and its fur was soft and fluffy. It looked like a lizard and had a pair of huge black wings. This dragon bat was currently spitting out a black-colored flame towards a small mountain below. When Chen Shang got closer, he also tried his best to conceal himself. Dragon bats and Bat Super Venerable were both very strong, and not something he could deal with. What's going on? Why did we meet this guy? Chen Shang observed carefully as he saw Bat Super Venerable. The Bat Super Venerable was dressed in a black robe and sitting on the back of a dragon bat. He wore a funny mask on his face and his appearance could not be seen. Who's sneaking around? Bat Super Venerable suddenly spoke. It sounded like a child's voice. Don't think that I don't know that you are nearby. I can sense you. If you don't come out now, don't blame me for being ruthless. Bat Super Venerable shouted using the child's voice again. Chen Shang did not dare to appear. Bat Super Venerable was so powerful, if he appeared, he might be killed immediately, even though the other party's voice sounded like a child's. Chapter 2823. The Bat Super Venerable did indeed know that something was nearby. This was something that the dragon bat he rode had told him, so he was unable to sense where Chen Shang was. Chen Shang hovered in the air. Seeing the dragon bat turning around and flying towards him, he was suddenly shocked, and then quickly floated upwards, letting himself be in the air, and then teleported to the other side. As he teleported behind the giant dragon bat, the dragon bat immediately turned to him, and now he was sure that the bat knew where he was. "Ah Fu, hurry up!" Bat Super Venerable bellowed. Following that, the gigantic dragon bat started to increase its speed, but it was still not fast, and was much slower than a human flying speed. Chen Shang released 3 clones from 3 different directions and then the dragon bat stopped. Hee, this guy is really easy to deal with. Chen Shang snickered in his heart, then used his Dao Heart Eye to look at the small mountain below. That small mountain was burned by the flames spat by the dragon bat just now. There should be something inside. Could it be that there is a heavenly alchemy artifact inside? Chen Shang did not dare to release the heavenly alchemy immortal power to sense, otherwise the Bat Super Venerable would sense him. Ah Fu, continue burning that small mountain. Don't bother with that person. He definitely doesn't have any strength. Otherwise, he wouldn't dare to show himself. Bat Super Venerable let out a childish snort, and then, the huge dragon bat slowly flew back. Chen Shang didn't dare to get too close to the hill. The Bat Super Venerable and the powerful dragon bat were right on top of the hill. Elder Wang, what kind of fellow is Bat Super Venerable exactly? I met him, he doesn't look that bad. Chen Shang asked. Bat Super Venerable's voice was like that of a child's. This guy is a child. You met him, do not ever come into conflict with him, as long as you do not have any connections with him, nothing should happen to you. Master Wang's words made Chen Shang speechless. A strong and powerful Supreme Lord was actually a child. Of course, this Bat Super Venerable was definitely not young, and it was definitely because of some reason. Master Wang told Chen Shang not to get too close to Bat Super Venerable, but Chen Shang chose not to do as Master Wang told him. Previously, Master Wang told Chen Shang not to enter this Dragon Devil Dead Land, but Chen Shang still went in. Bat Super Venerable, are you looking for a heavenly alchemy artifact? There are heavenly alchemy artifact beneath this mountain. Chen Shang transmitted to the Bat Super Venerable. That's right, who exactly are you? You're sneaking around, hurry up and come out. Bat Super Venerable heard Chen Zhang's sound transmission and immediately said that. He knew that there was someone in the vicinity, but he did not know who it was. You're right, my strength is inferior to yours, so I don't dare to show myself. I'm just a weak fellow. Chen Shang replied, I'm worried that you will kill me once I discover my monk. Humph, my Bat Super Venerable isn't a person who kills innocents. Bat Super Venerable scoffed, hurry up and show yourself. You can see me and I can't see you. This is very unfair. Chen Shang secretly laughed, this Bat Super Venerable was indeed a little childish. You're wearing a mask, so I can't see you either. We should be even now. Chen Shang said. No, you can't see Ah Fu, you can see where I am, you can see my body, but I don't know where you are, I can't even see your hair. Bat Super Venerable seemed to be very anxious and was even a little angry. What does it matter? I can't beat you, I can't kill you, I'm not a threat to you. I just want to see what kind of heavenly alchemy artifact you can dig out, I'm very curious. Just as Chen Shang finished speaking, the dragon bat stopped its flames to burn that mountain. I'm not digging anymore, that way you won't be able to see the heavenly alchemy artifact. You'll die from anxiety, the Bat Super Venerable said with her somewhat proud and tender voice. Alright then, goodbye, Chen Shang said, and then did not speak anymore. Bat Super Venerable waited for a while, then scratched his head and yelled, just who are you, with your weak strength, but with such methods, even my Ah Fu is not able to pinpoint your location. Chen Shang still did not speak. He wanted to make this Bat Super Venerable go crazy because this Bat Super Venerable was extremely curious about him. A little while later, Bat Super Venerable said, you also have a heavenly alchemy artifact, I sense today you are also here to look for the heavenly alchemy artifact, right? Haha, this heavenly alchemy artifact is mine now, don't think of getting it. Quote, my heavenly alchemy artifact is very powerful, so I do not wish to obtain it. Furthermore, you are so powerful, I cannot defeat you, so I do not hope to obtain it myself, I just want to see what this heavenly alchemy artifact is. Chen Shang laughed, don't worry, I have plenty of time, but if the people from the heavenly alchemy divine sect were to come in, they might be able to find this place. Quote, you're lying, I have 2 heavenly alchemy artifacts in my hands right now, and none of them are stronger than you. Even though your heavenly alchemy artifact has heavenly alchemy immortal power, it's very weak. The two heavenly alchemy artifacts in my hands, both of them are very strong. The Bat Super Venerable said. Just because the heavenly alchemy immortal power is weak doesn't mean that the heavenly alchemy artifact is weak. Chen Shang retorted. How about we compete? If we can win against the heavenly alchemy artifact in my hands, I'll give it to you. Bat Super Venerable replied. Don't worry, I won't hit you. I'm not that kind of person. But I heard you did a lot of bad things. I don't really trust you. Chen Shang said. Have you ever heard of me killing someone? Surely not. Although what I have done is a bit disgraceful, at least I have not taken the lives of others. I am much stronger than some people. The Bat Super Venerable said. Chen Shang immediately asked the Master Wang about it. The Master Wang thought for a moment, then told Chen Shang that although the Bat Super Venerable was lacking, but in the Flying Dragon Palace, he was considered kind. He had never heard of him killing anyone. Competing with the heavenly alchemy artifact is not fair. This is because the strength of a heavenly alchemy artifact has a lot to do with its user. Chen Shang said, how about this, we'll use their respective heavenly alchemy artifact, and see who can unleash their full strength. Not good, you said it earlier, this is related to the strength of the user. I am so strong, so when using the heavenly alchemy artifact, I can definitely unleash a stronger power. The Bat Super Venerable said, I have also taken advantage of you. Chen Shang felt that this Bat Super Venerable was a little interesting. After pondering for a while, he revealed his true appearance. The heavenly alchemy seal in your hands are very suitable for me to use, because I also have a divine equipment that is somewhat similar to this one. Chen Shang said as he took out the Emperor seal. 2520 XSHHH plus 25,142,948, greater than. Chapter 2824. Bat Highest Venerable to Shen Shang fight. He has not really looked at Emperor God seal in Shen Shang hand, shakes the head saying this thing is not heaven refining divine tool, without any heaven refining divine power, your heaven refining divine tool. Shen Zhang's fleshly body is heaven refining divine tool, but he has not planned to tell the Bat now Highest Venerable. This is not heaven refining divine tool, I thought that if fuses heaven refining divine seal, will become stronger, how your heaven refining will divine seal use? Shen Shang asked. Pours into Tao force, can make heaven refining divine seal have strong heaven refining divine power, has the strength of stronger heaven refining destruction. Bat Highest Venerable said I acknowledge that I truly cannot play the heaven refining divine seal most formidable might, this is not quite truly suitable if it suits you to use, I can consider to give to you. Shen Shang remembers that Grand Master Wang has said that this Bat Highest Venerable initially was because thought that heaven refining divine tool and heaven refining divine sect that individual hands suited him to use, then got rid to snatch, has not returned. Good, how you must determine that I do suit use this heaven refining divine seal? Shen Shang asked. If can make this heaven refining divine seal release very strong heaven refining divine power, so long as surpasses me, then I give you heaven refining divine seal. Bat Highest Venerable said you must promise me, after attaining heaven refining divine seal, did not permit to run. I promise you. Shen Shang nods to say immediately. It is not good, but must make blood contract, after all I am not very ripe. Bat Highest Venerable has made blood contract immediately. Shen Shang also thinks at this time somewhat inconceivable, he and Bat Highest Venerable is not truly ripe, but this Bat Highest Venerable actually planned that must give him heaven refining divine seal. After blood contract signs, Shen Shang and Bat Highest Venerable very felt relieved. You give a try. Bat Highest Venerable has given Shen Shang heaven refining divine seal. Shen Shang brings, carefully looked, this heaven refining divine seal surface has a building up a character, is containing mysterious divine power inside, careful observation time will feel that vast divine power compels unceasingly, making the person be awed at the sight. Good fierce thing, Shen Shang was saying, secret revolution Tao force, simultaneously urges from heaven refining divine power of oneself, then integrates in Tao force, pours into this heaven refining divine seal. Shortly, heaven refining divine seal erupts intense golden light on suddenly, at the same time, boundless heaven refining divine power wells up crazily. Shen Shang can feel that at this time heaven refining divine seal is strengthening strength suddenly, absorbs his Tao force also very rapidness. Powerful, Bat Highest Venerable by Shen Shang, induces clearly, sees only the ground at this time in abundance split open, intermittent golden light wells up from these cracks. Heaven refining divine power seep the ground, rips open the earth. That hill that before the dragon bat has tossed about also suddenly exploded at this time. A heaven refining divine seal was your. A bat highest venerable said to Shen Shang that immediately flies from the dragon bat, breaks in hill that explodes, but he flew suddenly, sees only in his hand to take a shining fan. A is heaven refining divine tool. A Shen Shang exclaims A also is very evidently strong. A the bat highest venerable nod said A heaven refining divine tool where has not strongly. Do not keep thinking, you currently had 2 heaven refining divine tool. A Shen Shang received heaven refining divine seal, said with a smile I have not certainly kept thinking, heaven refining divine seal has sufficed. This thing, although is fierce, but was actually inferior that my heaven refining divine trident, this fan Ito heaven refining divine sect, will be the compensation will give them heaven refining divine tool. A bat highest venerable receive the fan this, asked A do you name? Your this fellow is so fierce, should be the quite famous fellow. A Shen Shang, you, A Shen Shang asked. A Shen Shang, you are Shen Shang. Just obtained heaven refining divine tool, and integrated the body heaven refinement tool soul. My goodness, you are heaven refining divine tool, no matter uses any heaven refining divine tool, can play the strongest might to come. A bat highest venerable somewhat is not feeling well. You, if thought that my pit you, I give back to your that's it this heaven refining divine seal. A Shen Shang puts out heaven refining divine seal to let. A does not want, I mean what he says. A bat highest venerable shook the head your this fellow is also brave enough, I am flying dragon palace but you and flying dragon palace have to reach the hatred. What hates greatly. A Shen Shang guessed correctly is actually any matter. You steal flying dragon palace only profound truth of heaven refinement, you said that is the big hatred. A bat highest venerable has taken off the mask, has revealed handsome youngster facial features, looks like, only then 12 or 13-year-old, is very shy. A can you be flying dragon palace catch me? A Shen Shang stands on dragon bat at this time. I do not have the interest, although I am flying dragon palace, but I never have to be flying dragon palace have handled anything, my repugnant flying dragon palace that broke in place. A bat highest venerable coldly snorted you do not fear me really. You must catch me not to be easy. A Shen Shang said A was right, you are having to the dragon devil death trap understood that now can also continue to enter inside. A naturally must go, this dragon devil death trap may not only be only heaven refining divine tool this type of good thing, but in truly very danger aus my fu is, flies slowly, is mainly because he have part of strength of centralized above defense but slows down the flying speed. A bat highest venerable said. Shen Shang understands that now why underfoot fellow ran slowly, actually was this reason. We pass through together, goes to have a look. A bat highest venerable said you, although only than 6 spirits realm initial stage, your concealment ability is very however wise, meets danger aus also to maintain life. Good, goes to have a look at. Shen Shang to say together can ride this thing to go in. Naturally, flight in the air, such speed will be faster, compared with was much better in the ground, Maya Fu was very fierce. A bat highest venerable said. It is not good, your off-fu build is too big, the flying speed is too slow, is easy becomes the target. Moreover the aura has not restrained. In this dragon devil death trap will have anything, no one knows. A Shen Shang was saying, has put out divine mirror of 6 paths, then made divine mirror of 6 paths increase. With my this divine tool, will be quicker. A Shen Shang said A defense is also enough. A Shen Shang makes divine mirror of 6 paths release a protective cap. After bat highest venerable sees, nodded, then jumped up Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths, and received the dragon bat space divine tool. Speed of divine mirror of 6 paths flight is quick, this must give credit to flight Dao Vane and his full profound gate of Shen Shang within the body. Quite quick, your pattern is really many. Bat highest venerable said if directly uses flight Dao Vane, is quicker than you on some. A Shen Shang rode divine mirror of 6 paths to fly small quite a while. All the way and bat highest venerable chatted, with the flying dragon palace related matter, he has not thought of very special existence of this bat highest venerable in flying dragon palace. Chapter 2825. The articles query popular keywords, the great king of the Daolords is sparing your life in the myth of the era of flying swords. Light blue ocean bright yellow handsome green light elegant red powder aristocratic family white world gray world gold house Chinese. Author's Fantasy, Oriental Fantasy, Upgrade, Cultivation, Hot Blood, Shuang Shuang, Beauty, Queen Palace, Martial God, Elegant, Ambiguous, Pills, Silent Rogue, Arrogant Pill God. More. Please remember the name of this site: Golden House, Pride World, Pill God, Demonic Dragon Wave. The parents of Bat Super Venerable were both high-ranking members of the Flying Dragon Palace, but they died mysteriously later on. The Bat Super Venerable was talented and intelligent. His talent was extremely high, he had been too respected since a long time ago, and right now, he was still in the late stage of the Supreme Lord realm. He stayed in the Flying Dragon Palace, also that he could find out the truth behind his parents' deaths. Because he felt that his parents found the higher-ups of the Flying Dragon Palace to kill him, he did not have any sense of belonging to the Flying Dragon Palace and had often caused trouble for the Flying Dragon Palace. But because of his powerful strength and his powerful dragon bat, the people inside the hall did not dare to say anything. The only reason why Bat Super Venerable had such an appearance was because of the strange technique he was cultivating. He did not say what kind of cultivation technique he was training in, but only said that this cultivation technique would make him grow up to be like this his entire life. You are also very mysterious. What kind of method did you use to take away the heavenly refining Upanishads? Bat Super Venerable was very curious about this matter. This is my secret, I can't tell you. Otherwise, others will be on their guard. Chen Shang laughed. So you're saying that the Golden Pagoda Lingzi was stolen by you as well? The Bat Super Venerable said. Chen Shang nodded. Haha, they really are the same kind of people. Bat Super Venerable started laughing. This was the first time Chen Shang saw him smile. His smile was extremely sinister and cunning. My methods are much gentler than yours. You seem to be using all kinds of methods to snatch it, right? And they're even hitting people. Chen Shang said. Super Origin Dan Hall's Master Wang was beaten by you. That guy asked for it after getting beaten up. He actually wants my Offuse blood. I'm not giving it to him. At first, I only promised him that I would play with him, but in the end, I beat him up, but I gave him back his Tao Crystal. Bat Super Venerable replied, I was just teaching him a lesson. Chen Shang would never tell Master Wang that the brat who beat him was actually above the 6 divine mirrors. Master Wang also didn't know, because the interior of the 6 divine mirrors had already been sealed by Chen Shang. Since the Flying Dragon Palace is so well informed, then do you know why the seal on this place has suddenly disappeared? Chen Shang kept having the feeling that nothing good could happen to the Dragon King's land. It was broken through by the blood of a wyvern. As for why, I'm not too sure either. Anyway, it's relatively safe here right now. It will be hard to say later. Speaking of that, Bat Super Venerable's expression became serious. The Dragon God's land of death will be sealed by a barrier, which means that there must be something very powerful inside. My Afu can also sense it, but that thing still hasn't woken up yet. What could it be? The legendary dragon demons. Chen Shang started to worry. One had to know that the Bat Super Venerable was a late period of Taizun realm, and the leader of the original Tao sect was also this kind of cultivation. The late period of Taizun realm was one of the few strong practitioners amongst the 1,000 floors, and the Bat Super Venerable was one of them. What's that on that side? Chen Shang suddenly shouted. Bat Super Venerable also saw it. In the distance, there was a huge blood pillar of light. If one looked carefully, they would see many black figures flying around. Hurry up and take a look. Although Bat Super Venerable was a little worried, he was even more curious, so he wasn't afraid. The reason why he could see the pillar of light from afar was because the pillar of light was simply too big. When he got near, he could only see a black curtain of light in front of him, unable to see just how big the pillar of light was. In front of this blood-red pillar of light, they were nothing more than ants. Those inside are all dragon demons. The Bat Super Venerable suddenly shouted, "Leave this place quickly." Just as he said that, the group of black shadows suddenly flew out from the light pillar. Upon closer inspection, they were humanoid figures. The dragon demon had the appearance of a huge human, covered in black scales, hands and feet with black dragon claws, and a black dragon head. Although this group of flying dragon demons looked the same, there was still one thing different about them, and that was their horns. Some of the dragon demons had a pair of black antlers, while others had a pair of sharp horns. There were a few smaller dragon demons, and some with smaller horns as well. They should be weaker in size. Seeing the demonic dragons flying over, Chen Shang anxiously used the 6 divine mirrors to distance himself from the place. The demonic dragons did not chase after them, they only scared them away, and then returned to the huge blood light pillar. The blood-colored pillar of light seemed to have sprung up from the ground, containing some kind of power that could give birth to a powerful dragon demon. I never thought that there would be so many dragon demons inside. I just don't know when they will make a move. Chen Shang now understood the fear of the heavenly refining divine sect's great clan elder. In that massive blood-colored pillar of light, there were a lot of dragon demons, and all of them looked very powerful. I have no idea. In short, these dragon demons are very brutal. Let's go back. Bat Super Venerable did not want to continue staying here. Although he was strong, he knew that there were terrifying existences within the dragon demons. Chen Shang activated the 6 divine mirrors and flew out of the dragon demon's lair. However, after half an hour, Chen Shang suddenly felt a strong killing intent coming from his back. The dragon demon is out. Bat Super Venerable shouted in shock. Chen Shang immediately increased his speed. The ruthless chi wasn't released by just one dragon demon, but countless dragon demons. Did we lure it out? Chen Shang asked anxiously. He had already used his spatial energy. I don't think so. We just happened to make it in time. In short, those who entered the demonic dragon's land of death, if they weren't strong enough, most of them would have died. Bat Super Venerable said, fly upwards and hide. Chen Shang flew into the air and then used the counter power to hide himself. The draconic demons below him were like a swarm of locusts filling the sky. Look at their bodies. They are all wrapped in a faint red light, and it is these red lights that make them fly extremely fast. They should be trying to fly to all parts of the dragon demon's death ground in one go. The Bat Super Venerable said. Chen Shang looked at the location of the blood light pillar. Look over there, the light pillar is getting smaller and smaller. Not bad indeed. The Bat Super Venerable said, this flying dragon tower is really scary. It can't believe there are so many of these things hidden. Chen Shang activated the 6 divine mirrors, flying towards the direction of the light pillar. Let's go take a look. The light pillar is no longer there, we should be able to see something clearly. Bat Super Venerable also nodded in agreement. Because they had already hidden themselves, it should be safer. Chapter 2826. When the 6 realms mirrors flew to the place where the light pillar had appeared, Chen Shang and the Bat Super Venerable above all saw a gigantic sky cavern. It was so deep that they couldn't see the bottom. A black mist came out from it, the evil aura continuously spreading out, and from time to time, a cold wind would blow. What's down there? Chen Shang asked the 6 realms mirrors to come to the top of the deep pit. I don't know, there definitely won't be any good stuff. What is certain is that this is definitely the lair of the dragon demons. A large number of dragon demons came from this place. Bat Super Venerable shook his head. Even though he was at the late stage of the Supreme Realm, he didn't have the guts to go down. It's done, let's go back. Chen Shang said, it's very strange down there, it should be very dangerous. Hurry up and leave this place. Although the Bat Super Venerable was curious, he didn't dare take the risk and urged Chen Shang to leave the deep pit as soon as possible. Chen Shang activated his 6 realms mirrors, and the moment he started flying, the Bat Super Venerable started shrieking. Chen Shang also felt it. The suction force was extremely strong, to the point that his 6 realms mirrors could not move at all under the rapid pace of flying, and was even being pulled backwards a little. Roar! The gigantic and unfathomable sky cavern suddenly released a wild roar, shaking Chen Shang and the Bat Super Venerable's chi and blood all over the place, almost fainting, and the suction force was getting stronger and stronger. What a terrifying thing! Chen Shang immediately used the power of space to incite the white tiger to jump, and in the blink of an eye, it had already teleported far away from the deep pit. Chen Shang had teleported once. Even though he had already left the deep pit, they still felt that they were in an extremely dangerous situation. In the depths of the pit, there was clearly a very terrifying dragon demon. At this time, the dragon demon roared once again, and the sky ditch once again spat out a blood-colored pillar of light. The blood-colored beam of light was exactly the same as before, shooting up into the sky. Look at the blood-red light pillar. Bat Super Venerable shouted, coming. There were many dense black shadows inside the blood-colored pillar of light. Those black shadows were all dragon demons of various sizes. The blood-colored pillar of light suddenly exploded, and the dragon demon inside the pillar of light came crashing over like a churning wave. What exactly is down there? It can spit out so many dragon demons in one go. Chen Shang frowned. He activated the 6 realms mirrors and flew quickly. Although they were already invisible, the powerful dragon demon at the bottom of the pit was still able to sense their existence. Chen Shang had originally planned to fly high in the sky and see if he could avoid the raging tides of the dragon demons, but after he flew high in the sky, the dragon demons had also flown up with him. Looks like there's something guiding this group of dragon demons. Bat Super Venerable said as he took out his heavenly refining divine trident. This divine trident was very long and golden, it radiated with golden lightning bolts. He held the divine trident in both hands and swept it backwards. Golden lightning surged forth like waves. The massive golden lightning waves didn't pale in comparison to the dragon tide. The golden lightning quickly clashed with the violent waves of draconic dragons. At the moment of impact, the miserable cries of the dragon demons came out sinisterly and sharply, enveloping the world, causing people to feel a chill run through their bodies after hearing it. And the lightning waves released by the dragon demons that touched the Bat Super Venerable were immediately chopped into pieces by the lightning waves, and the remnant ripples even created a berserk lightning hurricane that forced a large group of dragon demons to retreat. "Hurry up!" Bat Super Venerable shouted. Chen Shang had already channeled his spatial energy and continuously used spatial teleportation. Just as he had teleportation for a moment, he felt a spatial collapse behind him, which made him extremely terrified. Only an absolutely powerful force could cause space to collapse. This was obviously the move of the super dragon devil below the sky cavern. What just happened? Why is that feeling so terrifying? Bat Super Venerable was also frightened to the point that he broke out in a cold sweat. His reaction to space was not as deep as Chen Zhang's, but he still felt such fear. That big guy attacked just now. If we were a bit slower, we would have died already. Chen Shang was also drenched in cold sweat, but his forehead was still perspiring profusely. At this moment, Bat Super Venerable knew that Chen Shang had an ability that could travel very far in an instant, which was why they were able to escape the attack range of the Super Dragon Demon in a short period of time. Looks like we have to keep running. That guy is too scary. The farther away we have to get, the better. Chen Shang said. Then he continuously teleported, and after half a day, they had already left Dragon Devil Dead Land. Weren't there still a wave of dragon demons before this? Why are there no attacks on the outside of Dragon Devil Dead Land? Quote. When Bat Super Venerable saw that they were far away from the Dragon Devil Dead Land, he felt a lot more at ease. He put on his mask now and said, "I'm going back to the Flying Dragon Palace. The old fellow inside the Flying Dragon Palace should know something about this. I also want to return to the Yuan Shidao school. Right now, all of the large sects are probably discussing this matter." Chen Shang said. "Oh right, help me pass this heavenly artifact to Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Tell them, I will not return the Heavenly Refining Divine Trident, but I am willing to use this Heavenly Alchemy artifact to compensate them." Bat Super Venerable gave the Heaven Refined fan he got earlier to Chen Shang. Chen Shang received it, and laughed. "You trust me this much? Does that even need to be said?" Bat Super Venerable snickered. "See you later." After Bat Super Venerable left, Chen Shang immediately returned to the Yuan Shidao school. He was very curious about where the group of dragon demons that came out of the Dragon Devil Dead Land had gone to. "I wonder how the others are doing now." Chen Shang saw that a lot of people were rushing over, and the Dragon Devil Dead Land was becoming more and more dangerous. It was not bad that there were Heavenly Alchemy artifact inside, but at the same time that they were looking for Heavenly Alchemy artifact, they would definitely meet those dragon demons. On the way back, Chen Shang saw that many people were headed towards the Dragon Devil Dead Land. He also asked a few people along the way, but they had never seen any dragon demons. Strange, that Bat Super Venerable and I clearly saw many dragon demons running out. Chen Shang confirmed that she was not mistaken at the time. Those dragon demons were like the raging waves in the vast sea. He remembered them clearly. Coupled with their imposing auras, they were definitely not illusions. I have to figure out where these dragon demons are going. Chen Shang kept feeling that this was a huge hidden danger. After returning to the Yuan Shidao school, Chen Shang went to walk around Lin Jishan, but Lin Jishan was still in closed-door cultivation. He went to look for a few supreme elders, but these elders had all left with their disciples. I can only ask leader. Chen Shang came to the place where the leader was undergoing closed-door cultivation. It was a cave. Chapter 2827. Chen Zhang's luck was good. After waiting for only a day, leader came out from inside. He was actually an elegant youth with a delicate face and dressed in green clothes. This was actually the first time Chen Shang had seen a leader. Disciple Chen Shang greets leader. Chen Shang immediately bowed. Chen Shang. After the leader heard this, He smiled and asked, "What business do you have with me?" It was obvious that the leader knew about Chen Zhang's situation. "It's about that Dragon Devil Dead Land. I just came back from there. I understand you said there wouldn't be any danger in it. But I met something strange in there." Chen Shang hurriedly told the primordial leader about him encountering a dragon demon. When the primordial leader was listening, his face was solemn. After hearing it, he asked, "Why is it like this?" "The 6 divine sects told me that there weren't any big dangers inside, but from what you said, there is danger." Quote, "I'll go ask the people from the 6 divine sects. Wait for me here, I'll be back soon." The leader returned to his cave in the mountain. Chen Shang guessed that there must be something to contact the 6 divine sects, such as a communication array. Not long after, the leader came out. He frowned and said, "Something bad has happened. This time, we are going to be hurt badly by the 6 divine sects, so we have to hurry to the Dragon Devil Dead Land and call back all of our supreme elders, otherwise they will be in danger." Quote, "Leader, what's going on with those dragon demons? I clearly saw them running out, but I didn't see a single one." Chen Shang asked. Both he and the Bat Super Venerable were extremely confused by this. The current dragon demon has evolved. This was something that the 6 divine sects had just discovered not long ago. After these dragon demons came out, they all transformed into human forms and hid themselves, and maybe they would come out once in a while, and when the time was right, they would gather together to commit evil. Quote, Chen Shang had previously seen those dragon demons before, and those dragon demons that looked extremely ferocious were actually able to turn into humans. With so many dragon demons hidden in the human world, just thinking about them made her feel terrified. "Then how do we know who the demons are?" Chen Shang asked. He had never seen the dragon demon before using the Dao Heart Eye, so he did not know the characteristics of the dragon demon. "This is what we are most worried about right now. The dragon demons have the same ability as the evil soul. Evil soul, you should be aware of this," the leader said. If the evil soul was able to take over the human body and soul, then Chen Zhang's 2 friends would be in trouble. He had even killed the evil soul before, so he naturally knew of the evil soul's tricks. "Understood, does that mean we can only use the Justice Law beads to distinguish?" Chen Shang said as he took out a Justice Law beads. "That's right, the most important thing right now is to go to the Dragon Devil Dead Land and gather all our people. Dragon demons are much more terrifying than evil soul. Dragon demons can live in a human's body, so the original body of the dragon demon is still retained." Quote, the leader took out a large bell and tossed it into the air. As the large bell shook, waves of golden light flashed and it made a dang 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 sound. The body of a dragon can be stored in a human body. This is too scary. Chen Zhang's heart was full of goosebumps whenever he thought about it. That's right, if the human body is damaged during battle, they will use their own body. If they were to be stored in the human body, it would be equivalent to having a layer of meat shield around them. Quote, after the threw out the big bell, many people started to come over. They were all from the 6 God stage and the Supreme Emperor. Chen Shang saw Yu Jingming and made a mistake. He was punished to ponder over the matter for more than 1,000 years, but when there was an emergency, he could come out. For example, the current bell sound must have been released because of an extremely urgent situation. The primordial leader had everyone head towards the vicinity of the Dragon Devil Dead Land to spread the news, informing our clan's disciples to return quickly, and also bring the righteous law beads with them. Chen Shang did not go. He had more important things to do, which was to raise his strength. The Bat Super Venerable was strong enough, at the latter stage of the Supreme Realm, but he was still scared and ran away inside the Dragon Devil Dead Land. His little strength was not even worth mentioning in the Dragon Devil Dead Land. I wonder if they will still be going to the Myriad Dao Mausoleum. Could it be that every time the Myriad Dao Mausoleum opened, there were always this many things? Chen Shang returned to his living quarters. Right now, he did not go to Super Origin Dan Hall as there were too many things about that place. However, it would be much better in the original Dao sect. At least, when many disciples saw that he was a 6 God stage, they would all be respectful to him. The matter of the Dragon Devil Dead Land suddenly appearing when the Myriad Dao Mausoleum was about to open made Chen Shang feel extremely helpless. He anxiously wanted to enter the Myriad Dao Mausoleum to take a look, but he did not dare go forward because of his own words, and he was also unfamiliar with it. But if everyone were to go together, they would definitely want to settle the matters of the Dragon Devil Dead Land, because those that went there were all experts. If they were to leave, the dragon demons in the Dragon Devil Dead Land would definitely cause a ruckus. Could it be that the reason the dragon demon hid was to wait for this opportunity? The brains of these dragon demons are pretty good, they actually know how to scheme. Chen Shang took out the compendium of medicinal materials written by the Master Wang. He wanted to familiarize himself with the majority of the ingredients here and refine a pill that would be useful in raising the strength of the 6 God stage. Chen Shang read it for 3 days and memorized it all. Although there were quite a few medicinal ingredients in the Master Wang, none of these ingredients were helpful for the advancement of the 6 God stage. This made Chen Shang feel somewhat depressed. The last time you participated in the Heavenly Refining Conference, you should know where there were the most medicinal ingredients. The Master Wang laughed. Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect should have a lot of rare medicinal ingredients, but is it easy to get it? Chen Shang shook his head. What's more, we don't even know where Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect is. Didn't that bat spirit ask you to help him transfer a Heavenly Alchemy artifact to the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect? As long as you can find the people from the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, it should be easy for you to do so. It would be best if you go to that village and search for them. Master Wang was quite clear about this kind of thing. Alright, I'll go take a look now. Chen Shang immediately set off, heading to the small village where the Heavenly Refining Auction was held. He did not need to worry about the Dragon Devil Dead Land, he only needed to pay attention to identifying the dragon demons. The matters of the Dragon Devil Dead Land will be dealt with by the 4 great divine sects. His strength is so weak, it will not help him at all. After arriving at the small village, Chen Shang saw that most of the people here were ordinary people, unlike the last time, when there were many strong warriors. Chapter 2828. Chen Shang wandered around the little village for a long time, before suddenly realizing that his righteous law beads S had lit up. This meant that there were either dragon demons or evil souls in this area. He immediately became vigilant, and then used the Dao Heart Eye to observe his surroundings. The updates were quick. He wanted to try and see if he could see through the dragon demon with his Dao Heart Eye, but he didn't expect that after trying for a bit, he was able to see through it immediately. Under the observation of the Dao Heart Eye, the surface of the people walking around the village was enveloped by a layer of white mist, and although the dragon demon's outer appearance was also a layer of white mist, there was a ball of red light inside. Chen Shang could easily see it with his Dao Heart Eye. The person the dragon demons were attaching themselves to was an old man, so Chen Shang did not make any moves, he only followed this old man, and waited for a place with no people before making his move. He planned to search through the memories of the dragon and find out what plans the dragon had. However, while he was following the dragon demon, he suddenly discovered that there were quite a few people following the dragon demon. These people were all middle-aged, and had pure auras of fire on their bodies. Are these guys the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect's men? Chen Shang had met many people from the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect before, and all of them had this kind of aura. Looks like this is the case for Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. I'll follow them now and let them do it. When the time comes, I'll ask them if they can help me contact the higher-ups of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. After Chen Shang made up his mind, he had no plans to attack again. The great clan elder of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect gave Chen Shang a good impression, so Chen Shang thought that the people of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect should still be pretty good. Although that Kunyan had a rather extreme idea, he still couldn't represent a Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Inside the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, the great clan elder and the other old men were all relatively reliable when it came to seeing if the higher-ups were reliable. Chen Shang very carefully followed the dragon demon, but those few middle-aged Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sects did not notice Chen Shang, so they could not make their move inside the village. Thus, they could only wait for the dragon demon to leave the village, or go to a place without people. I wonder how many of these things are inside. Chen Shang used the Dao Heart Eye to observe his surroundings, but he only saw one dragon demon. This dragon demon shouldn't be too strong. If it's a powerful dragon demon, it would invade the body of an even stronger human, but right now, this dragon demon is only an old man with a late period of 3 profound realm. Chen Shang thought so, and all the evil soul were the same. At night, the dragon demon finally returned to his residence. It was a remote manor. Chen Shang was currently floating in the air, watching the extremely vigilant dragon demon. Just as the dragon demon entered the courtyard, the 5 middle-aged men from Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect suddenly flew out. At the same time, a huge golden net descended, enveloping the old man. Then, he quickly withdrew the net and captured the dragon demon alive. They actually caught the dragon and demon alive. What are they trying to do? Chen Shang was very suspicious about this, and now he felt that he had appeared as well. After the few middle-aged men withdrew their nets, Chen Shang immediately appeared behind them. Sensing that something was wrong, they all took out their weapons one after another. Greetings, big brothers. Chen Shang immediately bowed. This one is Chen Shang. I noticed him on the streets today, and followed him all the way here. I didn't expect the other big brothers to also be like me. Of course they had heard of Chen Shang before. They had just obtained the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect's Heavenly Alchemy Soul. It would be difficult even if they hadn't. How did you find this guy? A middle-aged man asked. Pass this. Chen Shang took out a piece of righteous law beads. I will bring this with me. Is this fellow a dragon king or an evil soul? Quote. You know about the demonic dragon? The middle-aged man was somewhat surprised, because they had only just found out about this sort of thing. It was my original Taoist who told me. Chen Shang laughed. I wonder why my brothers want to capture this dragon demon alive. These are the orders from the higher-ups. This is the 10th one we've caught. A middle-aged man sighed. These dragon demons are very cunning. Moreover, there are a lot of them hiding in the crowd right now. I don't know what to do. Are you guys from the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect? Chen Shang asked. Yes, sir. The middle-aged man nodded. I have something important to see your great elder. Can you help me tell him? Chen Shang said again. No problem. The middle-aged man knew that Chen Zhang's identity was special and immediately agreed. Since he was only passing the information to the great clan elder, the great clan elder seeing him or not had nothing to do with him. Then, Chen Shang said that if the great clan elder of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect was willing to come, they would meet there. Chen Shang waited there for 3 days before finally seeing the great elder of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. I wanted to come earlier, but there's nothing I can do. I have been through too many things in this period of time are all related to the existence of Dragon Devil Deadland S. The great clan elder of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect saw Chen Shang and smiled apologetically. His impression of Chen Shang was also very good. Do you have something important to talk to me about? The great elder asked. Chen Shang took out the Heavenly Refining Divine Fan and handed it over to the great clan elder. Of course the great clan elder recognized this fan. When he saw it, he could not help but be startled. You obtained this fan from the Dragon Devil Deadland. As the great clan elder of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, he was very clear who owned the fan, so he immediately thought of the fan that could only be found in the Dragon Devil Deadland, and now that Chen Shang wanted to give it to him, he was very surprised. I found it inside the Dragon Devil Deadland, but it wasn't me who found it. It was the Bat Super Venerable. He wants me to give this thing to your Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect as compensation. Quote. Chen Shang laughed helplessly. He said that he wants the Heavenly Refining Divine Trident, and since it is very suitable for him to use, he will not return it. The great clan elder laughed. It is already not bad that this kid has such intentions. The Bat Super Venerable has a rather good personality, but it's just that there's a bit of a problem with his character. If he can be guided properly, he'll still be a pretty good guy. The great clan elder kept the fan away. He was already more familiar with the Bat Super Venerable, and the latter's strength was very strong as well. Just this point made him not dare to underestimate him. Grand Elder, I hope you can agree to another matter. Chen Shang said, I will definitely repay you. What is it? The great clan elder knew that the relationship between Chen Shang and Bat Super Venerable was not bad. Otherwise, Bat Super Venerable would not have allowed him to transfer the Heavenly Alchemy artifact. Can I stay in Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect for a while? I need some ingredients to concoct pills. It's not easy to find them outside. Chen Shang said. No problem, the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect has many disciples who can refine pills. At that time you can also interact with them. Of course, the medicinal ingredients that you need can only be bought with Tao Crystal S. The great clan elder immediately agreed. He felt that inviting Chen Shang into the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect was a good thing. Oh right, great elder, why did you capture the dragon demons alive? Chen Shang asked again. This was a question that he was more curious about. Chapter 2829. As the great clan elder of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, he definitely had a lot of understanding about dragon demons. Dragon demons were a big threat now, and Chen Shang was very concerned about them. If he could get a clear understanding of dragon demons now, he could deal with them a little more easily in the future. This time, the dragon demon is different. When Chen Shang mentioned the dragon demon, the great clan elder's expression became serious, and he was worried. Chen Shang was also aware of this point. The dragon demon has the same ability as the evil soul, which can take over a human's body and sneak into a human's body. Is it because the dragon demons and evil soul are very similar? Chen Shang said, where exactly did the dragon demons come from? There are a lot of them. Quote, when Chen Shang and Bat Super Venerable entered the Dragon Devil Dead Land, they had witnessed how the dragon demons were born. You have entered the Dragon Devil Dead Land before, right? Did you go in with Bat Super Venerable? What did you see inside? Great Clan Elder asked. Let's go, I will bring you to Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect and talk to me on the way. Up until now, none of us have entered the Dragon Devil Dead Land, so we know nothing about it. It could be said that Chen Shang and Bat Super Venerable were the two people who entered the deepest part of the Dragon Devil Dead Land after the Dragon Devil Dead Land's barrier disappeared. Alright, Chen Shang boarded the flying disc that the Great Clan Elder used to talk about everything he saw in the Dragon Devil Dead Land in detail. The Great Clan Elder's face was filled with fear when he heard it. This is too scary. These dragon demons have already reached such a stage of growth. This time, we're in deep trouble. Sigh, the Heavenly Alchemy Venerable Ancestor of our Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect died in vain back then. The Great Elder shook his head and sighed, his face filled with frustration. What does that mean? What on earth is so scary about that pit? Chen Shang asked. He knew that there was something powerful down there, but he did not know what it was. The Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable is down there. This guy actually did not die. Back then, the four great divine sects' ancestor was this guy who was fighting, but I never expected him to not be completely killed, and now, he is actually alive again. The Great Elder replied, it's alright to be alive, but to evolve to such a terrifying state, the dragon demons that he condensed are as powerful as the evil soul. This time, we'll have trouble. We only thought that the dragon demons that appeared now were the ones that weren't killed and sealed. We never thought that they were all new breeds bred by the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. Chen Zhang's heart skipped a beat. The person he had previously met with Bat Super Venerable was very likely to be the same person as his Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable, the guy who was surrounded and killed by the four powerful ancestors. It could be said that he and Bat Super Venerable were truly lucky to be able to return alive. Right now, the Great Clan Elder was looking at Chen Shang with this kind of expression, as if saying, you're really lucky. Are they fast enough for Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect? Great Clan Elder, do you have any revered ancestor-level fellows in your Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect? If we don't, then aren't we done for? Chen Shang said. Of course, after so many years had passed, the four great divine sects would always have a senior presiding over them, and there would be more than one of them. However, the current ancestor's strength could not compare to the Heavenly Alchemy Venerable Ancestor back then, but with a lot of numbers, it should be enough to suppress that Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. The Great Clan Elder said, in the first place, the Flying Dragon Pagoda was created by suppressing the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. The people who refined the Flying Dragon Pagoda thought that the Flying Dragon Pagoda could only suppress the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable for a short period of time, which was why they left such a huge and vast amount of resources in the Flying Dragon Pagoda. In this way, it would attract a large number of humans, and with the limitless resources inside becoming more and more powerful, they would be able to suppress the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. To think that the Flying Dragon Pagoda had such a goal, Chen Shang did not expect it at all. The person who refined the Flying Dragon Pagoda is really powerful. But can he not kill Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable even though he was able to refine such a thing? Chen Shang was very curious about this. I don't know about that. In short, I found out about it from the Heavenly Alchemy Venerable Ancestor's mouth. As for who was the one that refined the Flying Dragon Pagoda, we don't even know. However, I do know that the Flying Dragon Pagoda and the Flying Dragon Pagoda were created by the same person, and our four great divine sects participated in the construction. The Great Clan Elder replied, at that time, I was still a child and my elders were all involved in the construction. However, they kept a tight mouth and did not tell me much about the details. Chen Shang was very excited to hear such a secret message from the Great Clan Elder. The four great divine sects participated in the construction of the Myriad Dao Mausoleum, but they wanted to enter the Myriad Dao Mausoleum to look for treasures. This sounds rather strange. Chen Shang laughed. It is indeed. The main reason is that the people who will be participating in the construction of the Myriad Dao Mausoleum will be the seniors in our current group, and most of them are already dead. The Great Elder sighed helplessly. I don't know if this will harm or benefit the descendants. After all, many people have obtained many good things from it. Every time the myriad Tao mausoleum opened it, many people would die inside, and only those with good luck and strength would be able to come out alive. It was said that as long as they could go in and survive successfully, their future life would be extremely comfortable. Of course, this was only rumored to be true, as Chen Shang had seen a few people from the myriad Tao mausoleum who did not have a good life, such as Lin Jishan. Great Clan Elder, you have entered the myriad Tao mausoleum before, what kind of treasures did you get from there? Chen Shang was very curious. Haha, I've been in there 3 times already, and I've been able to come out alive every time. I've picked up a lot of heavenly alchemy rule beads, around 100 of them. The Great Elder said. What, it's so easy to pick up. Chen Shang found it hard to believe, the heaven-refined rules were so precious, but this Great Clan Elder could pick up over 100 of them. In short, you think that those very precious law beads are like stones in the myriad Tao mausoleum, and can easily come across them. Therefore, this is also the reason why many people would want to enter. The Great Clan Elder laughed, that depends on your luck. However, those who enter will be able to see some of them. Actually, most of those who died in there died fighting over it. Quote, only the unlucky kind will trigger the mechanism inside, and then die a horrible death inside, or be trapped inside and devoured by the evil soul. What Chen Shang knew was that Lin Jishan had fought because of the fight, and it was mainly because of the strange 6 divine sticks that Lin Jishan had obtained. While they were chatting, time unknowingly passed. The speed of the frisbee was also very fast. They had already entered a desolate land filled with sand. Is heavenly alchemy divine sect in here? Chen Shang looked around, the atmosphere was lifeless and lifeless, moreover, it was extremely hot. Occasionally, a few poisonous creatures would crawl out from the desert. Chapter 2830. This is the most dangerous place within the 1,000 floors of Flying Dragon Pagoda. If you enter without even a bit of strength, you will most likely die. If we can pass this trial and reach the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, after a round of observation, we can become the disciples of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Access. The Great Elder said. Not long after, Chen Shang saw a large green area in front of him. Within it was a beautiful lake, the surroundings of the lake was green, and some flowers were floating within the lake. Many wooden buildings were constructed on the oasis, all of which were not very tall, but rather simple and looked very peaceful. This is a really good place. Chen Shang could not help but exclaim. Our Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect is the lowest profile within the 4 great divine sects, and the other 3 great divine sects are all extremely luxurious. If you have the chance in the future, you can go take a look. The Great Clan Elder said, you are from the original Tao, and with your ability, becoming a disciple of the 6 divine sects is not a difficult matter. Even my Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect wants to accept you as a disciple. Chen Shang and the Great Clan Elder were heading to Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect together, so it was extremely safe and they did not encounter anything along the way. The Grand Elder's frisbee flew to the top of the oasis and landed on the small island in the middle of the oasis's large lake. There was only one house on this small island. This is my residence, the Great Elder said, you're my guest now. You can stay here from now on. Choose a better room to be satisfied with. I don't care, it's so quiet here. Chen Shang was very satisfied. Great Clan Elder, we need to buy the herbs here. I do not have that many Tao crystals, do you have a place to earn them? Chen Shang asked. Of course, all of the pills here can be freely traded. If you want to earn Tao crystal here, don't keep a low profile anymore, you do not need to hide your strength here. Although there are some disciples in Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect who are easily jealous, they do not dare to come recklessly. The Great Elder laughed. I know that you still have some powerful methods up your sleeves. Great Clan Elder, could it really be like this? I'm worried that it will have a huge impact on the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect later on. Chen Shang said, because if I want to earn Tao crystal, I would mainly sell it myself. I am worried that I would rob the business of your Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect disciples. This is a good thing. The disciples of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect were far too unambitious. They were content with the current situation, and if they did not give them some pressure, they would think themselves to be high and mighty, especially those disciples who don't know how to refine pills. They always look down on those who don't know how to refine pills, so when they sell the pills, the price they offered was very good. Quote, over time, this group of alchemy disciples will form an alliance. With the high price of the pills, they will be able to squeeze out the Tao crystal of the other disciples. Of course, although we have controlled them before, these brats have joined hands to resist us. They refused to refine pills for a few months to protest, and in the end they had no choice but to do so. Quote, speaking of these things, the head elder was helpless. If you can lower the price of the pill, I will thank you very much. When the time comes, those fellows will not be able to say anything. Then I won't be polite. Chen Shang laughed. The disciples of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect should all be very rich. I can very quickly fish up a large number of Tao crystal. Isn't your purpose here to buy rare medicinal ingredients? You should have a method to hasten the growth of the medicine, right? Generally speaking, you do not need to buy too much, but there are benefits to getting more Tao crystal. You will need more Tao crystal to enter the myriad Tao mausoleum. The great elder said. Is this true? Don't lie to me. Chen Shang already knew that the great clan elder wanted him to fight against the group of disciples. Maybe he could think of a reason to stay for a little longer. It's absolutely true. If you don't believe me, you can go and ask the other people that have entered the myriad Tao mausoleum. Sometimes, when encountering a formation that needs to be activated, a large number of Tao crystal S are mechanisms that require Tao crystal S to resolve. The great clan elder laughed. Some people simply do not have enough Tao crystal with them, and thus miss the chance to obtain treasures. At the very least, you will have to have several tens of billions of Tao crystal on you before you can take anything you see. Quote, sounds pretty fun. I really want to quickly enter myriad Tao mausoleum to take a look. Chen Shang was just joking. There were dangers inside the myriad Tao mausoleum, and now the natural law divine lord was trapped inside. Then you better stay here. I will tell the others that you are my guest. I have to find the other elders and the leader to discuss about the Dragon Devil Dead Land. Mentioning the Dragon Devil Dead Land, the great clan elder's mood immediately grew heavy. Chen Shang nodded, then watched as the great clan elder left. He took out a map that the great clan elder gave him, and on it, introduced the layout of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect on this green area. Right now, I should go to the Heavenly Alchemy Street and take a look. Those people over there are all selling medicinal pills. Chen Shang immediately flew up towards that street. The reason why there were so many rare medicinal ingredients in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect was because the elders of many disciples were able to enter the myriad Tao mausoleum and obtain many strange medicinal ingredients from it before growing many more. When Chen Shang arrived at the medicine street, the shops there released a rich fragrance of flowers and herbs. Medicinal materials were expensive here too, but they were not as outrageous as the pills. Chen Shang came to a shop, and after he went in to ask around, the ingredients used were indeed relatively cheap, but the ingredients here had gone through a special process, making it impossible for them to grow seeds. Many ingredients used in this way were used. It was to avoid buying their own ingredients. These guys are really cunning. This way, even with the world god's spring, I won't be able to grow them in large quantities. I can only duplicate them through the purple pearl, but the purple pearl needs a lot of them, especially the supreme god potion. When Chen Shang came, he did not think of this. All of the medicinal ingredients possessed by the people who sold them were unique, passed down from their ancestors. In order to rely on the unique medicinal ingredients to earn Tao Crystal S, they would use special methods to process the medicinal ingredients, not affecting the quality of the medicinal ingredients. At the same time, they would make it impossible for these medicinal ingredients to grow and reproduce. This way, the medicinal herbs sold in the stores only repeated those that were common to them. Each store had their own special medicinal herbs, and the more expensive the ingredients, the more expensive they were. The price of medicinal ingredients has also caused the price of the pill to rise. Chen Shang shopped in more than 10 shops, and those medicinal materials that were unique to him were all very expensive. In this way, the Taizun Dan that was refined using this kind of medicinal material was extremely valuable. One could only imagine, it would cost at least 5,000 myriad Tao crystals each. Only after Chen Shang visited the pill shop, did he realize how naive he was. Here, the cheapest Taizun Dan was still worth 100 million pills. Of course, the price of natural law Dan S was much better. With tens of thousands of myriad Tao crystals like this, it was still acceptable. And there were even good natural law Dan S with tens of millions on them. For example, the Converse Profound God pellet that Kunyan refined last time was already beginning to sell. 5,000 myriad Tao crystals for one pellet, that was simply snatching. There were many disciples in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, and this place was similar to a city, so many people did not know about the presence of Chen Shang. The last time I refined the 6 profound Dan's medicine, there were still some, and they were not processed at all. This kind of pill can definitely be sold. Quote. Chen Shang was secretly rejoicing in his heart. The 6 profound Dan's medicine were in the hands of the great clan elder, but the great clan elder did not sell these pills to him. Instead, he regularly rewarded some outstanding late period of 3 profound realm disciples. Chapter 2831. For pills, healing and raising one's cultivation was the most common, as well as the one that had to be used the most often. The demand was the greatest, so the price was relatively high. There were many types of ways to increase strength, such as making the profound door open wider, making the Tao God stronger, allowing the 3 profound divine junctures to open faster, making the 6 Yuan God stronger, and so on. For example, there were more than 10 types of pills that could help 3 profound realms step into the 6 God stage. However, these pills would usually need to be consumed in large amounts in order for the effects to be obvious, and not necessarily allow a person to step into the 6 God stage. Just like the 6 Gods Guiyuan Dan that Chen Shang had eaten before. Although this pill only had a very slight effect, its price was still very high. Many people could only take this pill when they had no hope of breaking through. It was better than not being able to break through and die. When my medicinal ingredients mature, it will be time for me to show off my skills here. After walking for a day, Chen Shang returned to the old house in the middle of the lake to rest. At this time, the great clan elder also returned. How was it? Did you play well in Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect? The great elder smiled. Not bad, it's quite lively. There are indeed a lot of pills here and many of them are unique. It has really broadened my horizons. Chen Shang said, for an alchemist like you, the environment here is very good. Inside the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, there are disciples who possess Heavenly Alchemy Dao line. Although they are not as outstanding as you, so I believe that even if you do not have the Heavenly Alchemy Dao line, your pill refining ability is still far superior to many disciples of our Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. The Great Elder said. Great Clan Elder, do all of the disciples here understand Heavenly Alchemy? Chen Shang asked. Complete. The disciples of the 4 great divine sects all possess a complete set of 4 great divine arts, but everyone's comprehension of the 4 great sacred techniques is different. The Great Elder said, different people will display different results after cultivating. For example, Heavenly Alchemy, some are used to refine pills, some are used to refine artifacts, some are used to set up arrays, and some are used for battles. These are all used in different directions. Every disciple has a complete Heavenly Alchemy. Chen Shang did not expect this. I thought a complete Heavenly Alchemy had already been lost in the myriad Tao Mausoleum. If you want to be more accurate, this argument is indeed reasonable. The great clan elder's words puzzled Chen Shang. We have Heavenly Alchemy and Heavenly Alchemy Art, and the other one is lost. The great elder said. I even lost one of them. Inside the myriad Tao Mausoleum. What's the third part? Chen Shang was immediately very curious, because he mainly trained in Heavenly Alchemy. Legend has it that the third part is inside the myriad Tao Mausoleum. I don't know what it is, but that was what the Heavenly Alchemy Venerable ancestor said back then. He had seen the third part before, it was carved on a wall inside the myriad Tao Mausoleum. The great elder sighed, what a pity. How can this be? If it is carved onto the wall, with his ability, he can remember everything with just a glance and then pass it back to you guys so that you can comprehend it. Chen Shang said, this way, it won't be lost. Things are not as simple as you think. Heavenly Alchemy Venerable ancestor once said that the wall only has one word, heavenly refining. But after he had comprehended these 2 words were extremely vague, and he did not see it, as he said that he had to use the Heavenly Alchemy in order to see it clearly. Yet, he had used 10,000 years to comprehend those 2 words. Quote. The great clan elder looked at Chen Shang, do you understand now? So even if we see that wall, we won't get anything out of it. Quote. This made Chen Shang extremely curious, he wished he could immediately look at the wall. You should be making your move tomorrow, right? The great clan elder laughed. Let us, the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect's disciples, see how strong the Heavenly Alchemy you have mastered is. You learned the Heavenly Alchemy by yourself, cultivated the Heavenly Alchemy Dao line, obtained the Flying Dragon Palace to steal our Heavenly Alchemy art, and can grow so strong. Not only me, but many of the old fellows in our Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect are very interested in you. Quote. Although the disciples of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect all had Heavenly Alchemy they had all more or less been guided by someone. On the other hand, Chen Shang had only climbed over the river using his own hands, which was why the great clan elder was extremely interested in him. Yes, there will be an operation tomorrow. I plan to sell the 6th profound Dan that we created. Chen Shang said, there shouldn't be any problems with that, right? This is a good thing. This will allow the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect to have a new batch of disciples very soon. Right now, there were more and more dragon demons in the Dragon Devil Dead Land. He also hoped that his own disciples could quickly level up. Chen Shang said, it's such a pity, there are many unique medicinal ingredients here that have been treated and unable to cultivate. The great clan elder laughed, the ingredients sold are all like that, but you have enough Tao Crystal S, you can go look for them to buy the seeds, as long as you promise them not to sell the ingredients, they will agree to sell them to you, but it will require a lot of Tao Crystal S, which are usually 10 times, dozens, or even 100 times the price of the ingredients. There were hundreds of millions of these special medicines. If he wanted to buy seeds, wouldn't he need billions of dollars to buy a single one? This was indeed very expensive, but Chen Shang didn't have many Tao Crystal, and he had to prepare to enter the myriad Tao Mausoleum, which required a lot of Tao Crystal. Chen Shang still did not make any movements on the second day. He planned to wait until there were more ingredients before starting to refine 6th profound danas and selling them in batches. He continued to stroll on the street. As he walked, he suddenly saw a man riding a handsome white lion. This man was also quite handsome. Isn't that Zhao Kungsan? Chen Shang immediately turned his head. He had beaten this Zhao Kungsan before and had even ruthlessly trampled on his pride. He was worried that there would be a conflict, so he did not plan to meet Zhao Kungsan. Zhao Kungsan was currently conversing happily with his friends. Riding on a handsome white lion, he headed towards the hotel on the street, which was a place many noble people frequented, so it was normal for them to meet rich people like Zhao Kungsan on the street. I heard this Zhao Kungsan just got a dragon magic herb. This dragon magic herb can be used to refine dragon magic Dan. A person whispered after seeing Zhao Kungsan leaving far away. Dragon magic Dan, what is this for? Curious, Chen Shang asked. Chapter 2832. Dragon magic danas had a lot to do with dragon demons from their names, so Chen Shang was very curious. Before this, he had never heard of this kind of pill, and now that the problem of dragon demons was right in front of him, suddenly producing this kind of pill was indeed very eye-catching. Someone heard Chen Zhang's question and agreed, that's right, what is this dragon magic Dan? I've never heard of it before. Is it really that powerful? You might not know this, but dragon magic herb existed a long time ago. It goes back to the time when the Heavenly Alchemy Venerable Ancestor and the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable were at war. Access. A person said with his mouth full of saliva, in that period of time, in order to find a way to deal with the dragon demon, we found a strange grass, called the dragon magic herb. You guys don't know anything about dragon demons. Back then, when many people fought with dragon demons, although they were able to repel dragon demons, after fighting with them, they would fall into a tired-looking state. All day long, they weren't in the mood to fight, and even had a sense of fear towards dragon demons. Later on, I realized that when fighting against dragon demons, I would accidentally inhale a strange poisonous gas released by dragon demons. That kind of situation would suddenly occur. Then, someone found this grass in the Dragon Devil Dead Land and brought it back to refine it into a pill. Chen Shang had never fought with a dragon demon before, so he did not know if he would be poisoned by this dragon demon poison, nor did he know if he would be poisoned. Although there were many powerful poisons that had no effect on him, he still had to be wary of this dragon demon poison. The demonic dragon's poison does not cause one to die, but it causes one to fall into a muddled state. During battle, it is very easy for one to die. The man continued, if we were to fight the dragon demon in Dragon Devil Dead Land, we would have to eat a dragon magic Dan, this way we can prevent the dragon demon's poison from invading our body. If Zhao Kungsan obtains the dragon magic herb, doesn't that mean he's earning himself a great death? One of them said unhappily, if this thing falls into his hands, he will definitely make a fortune with it. This is for sure, but when that time comes, leader will probably force him to release the price a bit, otherwise, many people will not be able to afford it. Quote. Chen Shang also wanted to get some dragon magic herb to get back, but after asking around, although there were people who had heard of the dragon magic herb, they all appeared somewhere. Where did Zhao Kungsan get it? Chen Shang thought, While walking on the street, he felt that the Dragon Devil Dead Land might have dragon magic herb. If you have the chance, ask the Grand Elder. Chen Shang strolled around for another day, and at this time, he also found the few medicinal ingredients he needed. These medicinal ingredients to refine pills could allow him to improve rapidly in the 6 God stage, it was just that they were all low-grade Supreme God pills. Even if he wanted to successfully refine the pill, he would need to eat a lot of granules. This meant that he would also need a lot of ingredients, and he couldn't grow a lot like before. If he were to directly buy the seeds, he would need even more Dao crystal. Seems like I can only use the old method. Chen Zhang's old method was to use the alive slain method to condense the purple pearl and then duplicate the medicinal ingredients. The Supreme Divine Medicine was an extremely high-grade divine medicine, and even with Chen Zhang's current cultivation, if he were to use the alive slain method to condense the purple pearls, there would be a lot of purple pearls, which meant that it would take a very long time. Chen Shang returned to the small island in the lake and looked at the herbs grown in Yuyao Mountain Villa. They were all the ingredients to refine 6 Shen Profound Dan S and would ripen soon. The 6 Shen Profound Dan could let people at the peak of the late period of 3 Profound Realm to easily step into the 6 God stage, and there were many disciples at the peak of the late period of 3 Profound Realm. All we need to do is wait patiently. Chen Shang closed his eyes, and looked at the 6 Yuan God in the Divine Sense Sea. This 6 Yuan God was currently very weak. He was only in the early stages of 6 God stage, but luckily his previous foundation was very solid. Therefore, even though his 6 Yuan God was in its weakest state, if he used his full strength, he could still compete with those in the middle stages of 6 God stage or later stages. After a few days, Chen Shang did not see the Great Clan Elder return either. He guessed that the Great Clan Elder had gone to the Dragon Devil Dead Land to investigate. It's already matured. High-grade heavenly god medicine is relatively easy to cultivate. It's just that I don't know if the primordial divine medicine will be hard to cultivate. Quote, cultivating medicinal herbs was a method for Chen Shang to obtain endless pills and earn more Dao Crystal S. Currently, in many of the shops here, there were many rare medicinal herbs that he could not grow, and this caused his head to be injured. There must be a way. I will start refining the 6 Shen Profound Dan now. Chen Shang took out the medicine for the 6 Shen Profound Dan. He used the Dao energy of the Heavenly Alchemy Dao line to refine it. The fastest speed is 3 batches in 2 hours, and I can produce 18 pills. After Chen Shang refined for 2 hours, he took a small breath and relaxed his mind. Now that I have the Heavenly Alchemy Soul, I wonder if it will be of any help in refining pills. Chen Zhang's heart stirred, and then he started to refine pills again. This time, he released the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power, urging out the flames, which ignited the medicinal ingredients before they even touched the flames. When the Divine Might torch wrapped around the medicinal ingredients, it suddenly flashed and caused a small and weak explosion. The medicinal ingredients were already gone and had turned into many tiny crystal particles. So fast, Chen Shang himself was shocked. Using this divine fire to refine pills was much faster than before. When using the Heavenly Alchemy Dao line, the speed at which the ingredients were refined was already fast enough. Now that the divine flame was added, the speed had increased by a lot. Releasing the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power would require a Heavenly Alchemy Dao power, if not, the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power would have become much weaker. Now that Chen Shang had fused the two together, the effect was unexpectedly good. After the medicine had turned into a crystal grain, Chen Shang once again released the divine flame to refine the crystal grain. Once the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power was out, the crystal grain immediately melted and then merged together by Chen Shang, turning into a large lump of medicinal crystal. Chen Shang split it into 7 parts, and separated them into different pellets. When he was condensing the pellet, he also used the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power to wrap it up, which suddenly made the originally difficult condensing the pellet much easier. 7 pills. Chen Shang refined 1 more pellet than before. Before this, he never thought that the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power would bring such a huge advantage in refining pellets. It will be even easier to refine pills in the future. Currently, I'm only lacking medicinal ingredients. Chen Zhang's own body being able to fuse with the Heavenly Alchemy Soul was a matter that had never happened before. Previously, the people from the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect who possessed the Heavenly Alchemy Soul had all thought of using the Heavenly Alchemy Immortal power to refine pills, but none of them succeeded. Chen Shang had succeeded now, possibly because of his fusion with the Heavenly Alchemy Soul. The Heavenly Alchemy Soul had merged with his body, and was able to connect directly to him in every way possible. Chapter 2833. Using the heavenly alchemy immortal power to release the fire of heavenly alchemy power made Chen Zhang's refining speed seem like he was flying, it was even faster than before. Now, in just 2 hours, he had refined 10 batches of 6 profound Dan, all of which were of extremely high quality, and each batch could produce 7 pellets. He already had nearly 90 pills, which meant that he could help around 90 people who had been stuck at late period of 3 profound realm for many years to break through to 6 gods stage. As for how much he wanted to set a price, he did not think it through. He planned to ask Elder Dan about it, but the great clan elder had not come back yet. He continued to refine 6 profound Dan for a few more hours. He had finished refining the necessary ingredients, and now that he had more than 306 profound Dan, he could start selling them. He looked at the fish swimming around the lake and waited for the Grand Elder to come back. He had some things he needed to ask the Grand Elder. The heavenly alchemy immortal power is very helpful in refining pills, I really didn't expect that. I wonder if it can be used to condense purple pearls. As Chen Zhang thought of this, he immediately closed his eyes and concentrated on condensing the purple pearls. When he was using the heavenly alchemy immortal power to condense the purple pearl, he encountered a situation he had never encountered before. But now, after cultivating for half a day, he was still unable to successfully condense a purple bead. Using the heavenly alchemy immortal power will allow you to condense purple pearls, but it will take a long time. Could this mean that the quality of the purple pearls you condense will be of high quality? Chen Zhang was extremely curious, so he decided to condense a purple pearl. Just like that, he sat by the shore, completely focused on condensing the purple pearl while calculating the time. We finally succeeded. It took us 3 days. Chen Zhang spent 3 days to condense a purple pearl. The purple pearl was also very strange, its exterior was glowing with a golden light, and the vitality it contained was extremely strong. After he had condensed the purple bead, he was about to give it a try when he discovered that the Great Elder had already returned. Grand Elder, when did you return? Chen Zhang saw the great clan elder drinking tea in the courtyard and immediately walked over and asked while grinning. I've been back for over a day. I saw you cultivating there, so I didn't disturb you. The great clan elder poured Chen Zhang a cup of tea, and said with a smile. From his expression, one could tell that he was in a good mood. Great clan elder, you went to the Dragon Devil Dead Land and came back. Chen Zhang asked, how's the situation over there? It's not as bad as I thought. It's just that a lot of these people had their bodies invaded by the dragon demons, and the majority of these dragon demons are currently gathered in the area controlled by the Flying Dragon Palace. The great clan elder said, we have previously captured a few dragon demons. After using a secret technique to search their souls, we found out that these dragon demons had obtained an order to search for the Flying Dragon Experience Place. The Flying Dragon Experience Place was being controlled by the Flying Dragon Palace, so a large portion of the dragon demons were gathered in the Flying Dragon Palace, and the dragon demons were going to look for the Flying Dragon Experience Place. Great Elder, what are the dragon demons planning? Chen Zhang thought about it, but he also didn't understand why. Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable wants to use Flying Dragon Experience Place to increase his strength, this is our guess right now. Although Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable is already very strong, Flying Dragon Experience Place is still very helpful to him. The great clan elder said, which is to say, he is not in the center of us, but in the Flying Dragon Palace. The one unlucky is the Flying Dragon Palace. Chen Zhang laughed. Flying Dragon Palace had always been a hateful person, and was not a good person either. Yes, now that the Flying Dragon Palace has realized the severity of the problem, he has begun to request for our 4 great divine sexes' help. The great elder said. Then do you help Flying Dragon Palace? Chen Zhang asked, how strong exactly are Flying Dragon Palace? But I heard that the Yuan Shidao School was once on par with the Flying Dragon Palace. Quote, behind the Yuan Shidao School are 6 divine sects. Back then, when the Yuan Shidao School and the Flying Dragon Palace were fighting, the 6 divine sects used a lot of their power. That's why the Flying Dragon Palace is in existence as powerful as our 4 great divine sects. The one who called himself the Ancestor Flying Dragon is actually very strong. Quote, the great clan elder heaved a long sigh. After drinking 2 sips of tea, he continued, Supreme Lord Flying Dragon was originally in existence similar to the heavenly alchemy Venerable Ancestor. Only he survived. We will definitely help Flying Dragon Palace now. We cannot let the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable pass the Flying Dragon Experience Place, This will make the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable stronger, and the Flying Dragon Palace has also promised us, if we help, the Flying Dragon Experience Place will help us at that time. Quote. Chen Shang didn't understand, and asked again, why does Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable want to go to the Flying Dragon Experience Place? He wants to become stronger. He doesn't want to be sealed anymore. The Great Elder replied, everyone wishes to become stronger. I feel that this has something to do with the Myriad Dao Mausoleum. The Myriad Dao Mausoleum is about to open, but the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable suddenly has an attribute, and broke the seal. Chen Shang curled his lips, there's no connection, that's impossible. That's right, we had the same idea. The Myriad Dao Mausoleum is extremely attractive to powerhouses like the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. Right now, what we need to do is to stop him from successfully passing through the Flying Dragon Experience Place, otherwise, once he passes through the Flying Dragon Experience Place, his strength would increase greatly, making it difficult for him to do so. Quote. Chen Shang took out the 6 Shen Profound Dan he refined before, and asked, Great Clan Elder, I am preparing to sell this kind of pill now, how many Dao Crystal do you think are more suitable? You have been investigating in our Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect for the past few days, right? You decide. The Great Elder chuckled, you don't need to ask me. No matter how much you sell, it's all your freedom. Chen Shang nodded his head, and had a count in his heart. Great Clan Elder, is the Dragon Magic Dan useful for anything? Zhao Kungsan obtained a stock of Dragon Magic Herb, I wonder where he obtained it from. This was also what Chen Shang really wanted to know. Dragon Magic Dan indeed have a great use, especially when you are fighting against the Dragon Demons. According to the Dragon Demons that we captured alive, this batch of Dragon Demons now have even stronger Dragon Magic Poisons that are still effective in suppressing this poison. The Great Elder said, don't underestimate the Dragon Magic Poison. Although this kind of Dragon Magic Poison is not fatal and would not cause anyone any pain, the most powerful thing is that it can easily cause people to be poisoned. Even some people with impenetrable would find it difficult to escape from this poison. Zhao Kungsan had this kind of Dragon Magic Herb, which was passed down from their Zhao clan ancestors. At that time, there were 3 families in Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect that possessed this kind of Dragon Magic Herb, but the other 2 families all separated themselves from Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, went out and became independent, and were ultimately exterminated. Even with his impenetrable, he would be poisoned, which made Chen Shang a little unbelievable. His resistance to poisons was very strong. Hearing the Great Clan Elder's words, made him really want to try and see if the Dragon Magic Poison could really poison him. Great Clan Elder, do you have a Dragon Magic Poison? I want to try. Chen Shang heard that the Dragon Magic Poison would only cause people to enter a very bad state for a short period of time. Chapter 2834. The Great Clan Elder was very curious as to why Chen Shang wanted the Dragon Magic Poison. You want to poison someone else? The headmaster then asked, even if you poison it, it won't immediately flare up. It will only flare up after a period of time. This usually depends on how poisoned the person is and how their physique is. I want to try. My resistance to this poison is impenetrable. Chen Shang laughed. Great Clan Elder, you definitely have it, quickly let me try. Then, he took out a black bottle and poured a drop into Chen Zhang's cup of tea. This is the Dragon Magic Poison, I extracted it myself. Don't worry, at most, the ones that won't kill you with poison will only result in you being very negative for a period of time. Quote. Chen Shang picked up the cup of tea and drank it. After that, he focused on feeling the Dragon Magic Poison, but he could not sense anything. This made him even more baffled. Alright, you should go back to your room to rest. I think you'll have a fit soon. The Great Elder couldn't help but smile. After you experienced it, you knew how powerful this poison is. I also tried it back then. Chen Shang nodded, then returned to his room and waited for the poison to strike. He suddenly felt that he was very funny, actually doing such a stupid thing. The next morning, Chen Shang laid on the bed, feeling weak all over, his mind was in a mess and he was yawning non-stop. Am I really poisoned? Shen and Xiao said that Xiao Shang had just gotten out of bed not long ago. He then laid back on the bed, not wanting to get up. He was very tired. No, I must resist this poison. Chen Shang had already experienced the poison's power, so even if he fused with the Heavenly Alchemy Soul, he would not be able to escape. He struggled to get up from the bed and staggered into the courtyard. He looked listless, as if he had not slept for many days. Not bad, you can actually get up. The Great Clan Elder was surprised and laughed, I had thought that you would need to sleep for a few days. At the very least, I took that drop of poison, so I wouldn't be able to get up by the next morning. Chen Shang sat down heavily on his butt, yawned, and said lazily, this poison is indeed powerful. Is it really only the dragon magic Dan that can be unraveled? Quote. There's only the dragon magic Dan, the Zhao clan is rich now. The great clan elder said, after Zhao Kungsan was taught a lesson by you the last time, he became much more obedient. No, I can't take it anymore. I'm very tired. After Chen Shang finished speaking, he fell asleep on the table. When he woke up, 5 days had already passed. Mother CKER, what a powerful poison. I haven't experienced the feeling of being poisoned for a long time. The dragon magic poison in Chen Zhang's body had already been eliminated, and he once again recovered his fierce and energetic state. Chen Shang had been lying on this table for 5 days already. When the great clan elder saw him wake up, he smiled and said, this is the dragon magic Dan I just bought. Of course. Right, how much is this dragon magic Dan? Chen Shang asked. 5,000 myriad Dao crystals for 1 pellet. This time, this Zhao clan has some conscience. The great clan elder passed the pellet to Chen Shang. This is my gift to you. 5,000 myriad Dao crystals is still a conscience. This made Chen Shang secretly despise him in his heart. I'll try. Chen Shang drank another drop of dragon magic poison. He waited until the morning of the second day and started feeling sleepy again. He immediately ate that piece of dragon magic Dan. The dragon magic Dan is really good. Chen Shang walked out of the house, and in order to test for this poison, he also wasted several days of time. That's true. Right now, this kind of pill is also very popular. Furthermore, eating one would be able to resist the dragon magic poison for a month. The great clan elder said, if you go and buy them now, you will definitely not be able to buy dragon magic Dan. Not only our heavenly alchemy divine sect needs them, all the other divine sects' people will also come and buy them. Great clan elder, our Zhao clan and the rest selling the dragon magic herb. Chen Shang himself also wanted to save up some dragon magic Dan-s. If he wanted to refine it himself, he would be able to refine more out of it. Of course I'm selling it. A dragon magic herbs 100 million, this is the supreme divine medicine. The great elder said. 100 million Dao crystal, why is it so expensive? Dragon magic Dan-s only have 5,000 myriad Dao crystals each. Chen Shang shouted in shock. One dragon magic herb is able to refine 2 or 3, so the price is this. If you think that you can steadily refine 3 dragon magic Dan with 1 dragon magic herb, you can directly buy 3. The great clan elder said. But to use dragon magic herb S to stabilize and produce 3 pellets, it is not easy. The dragon magic herb itself is extremely special. I can only guarantee that it can produce 2 pellets, and most alchemists can only produce 1 pellet. Chen Shang decided to try refining the dragon magic Dan. He left the small island and went to Zhao clan's shop. He spent 500 million Dao crystal and bought 5 of them. Chen Shang. Just as Chen Shang left the store in Zhao clan, he saw Zhao Kungsan. Zhao Kungsan rode on his beautiful white lion, and he was also surprised to see Chen Shang, although he already knew that Chen Shang came to Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect at the invitation of the great clan elder. He did not expect him to appear in their family's shop. Hello, young Master Zhao. Chen Shang politely smiled at Zhao Kungsan. Everyone here had heard of Chen Zhang's name, but they had never seen him before. Now that they knew who he was, many of them came over to take a look. After all, Chen Shang was someone of the heavenly alchemy soul, and he had even defeated Zhao Kungsan ruthlessly. Now, they had actually met Zhao Kungsan in Zhao Kungsan's shop. Hello, I didn't expect to see you again, in Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. What kind of medicinal herbs did you buy? Zhao Kungsan smiled at Chen Shang. It seemed that he did not hate Chen Shang. Dragon magic herb. Chen Shang would not hide it. Zhao Kungsan would find out sooner or later anyway. Do you want to refine your own dragon magic Dan? This is a Taizun Dan. You are only at the early stage of 6 God stage now, so it will be quite difficult for you. On the surface, Zhao Kungsan did not reveal any expression of hatred towards Chen Shang, but everyone could see that this Zhao Kungsan really hated him. Young Master Zhao doesn't need to worry about that. Chen Shang also didn't want to have any conflicts with Zhao Kungsan, so he hurriedly left the shop. Chen Shang, do you still have more 6th Profound Dan? I want to buy it, the price is easy to negotiate with you. An old man suddenly shouted when he saw Chen Shang walking out. This old man was from the late period of 3 Profound Realm. His face had many wrinkles. If he did not break through, he would die of old age. Yes, 100 million Dao crystal. Chen Shang said. 100 million Dao crystal pills. Don't tease me, you're too much of a bully. The old man said angrily. Chen Shang was suspicious, and said, how did I bully you? 100 million Dao crystal is so cheap, you must be lying. The old man continued. Exactly, young lad, don't think that just because you concoct pills that you are strong that you do not respect the elderly. You are in the wrong. Zhao Kungsan began to laugh coldly. Chen Shang, even though you are the guest invited by the great clan elder, it is not right for you to look down on people this much. Old sir, you have misunderstood. I really want to sell 100 million Dao crystal S for one pill. As Chen Shang said this, he took out a piece of Sixtian Profound Dan and gave it to me. This is the Sixtian Profound Dan, you can eat it first and then give it to me. The old man was stunned for a moment, and then received it. Is this really a Sixtian Profound Dan? Only he was sure that it was the Sixtian Profound Dan, and Chen Shang was actually selling it for 100 million each. This made him extremely pained. If it was sold to him, he was sure that he would kill the other party for a few billion or so. Chapter 2835. Sixtian Profound Dan's reputation was great, partly because this pill had defeated Zhao Kungsan, and partly because many late period of 3 Profound Realms regarded this pill as very sacred. To many people who were stuck in late period of 3 Profound Realm, no matter how expensive they were, they would think of ways to earn Dao Crystal S to buy them. Because to this group of people, if they did not break through, they were as good as dead. Therefore, Chen Shang selling them at 100 million Dao crystal for one pellet made many feel that it was impossible, it was simply too cheap. Is this really a Sixtian Profound Dan? When the old man received the pill, he still didn't dare to believe it. You'll know when you eat it. Chen Shang laughed. If I can't let you break through, I don't want your Dao crystal. Alright. The old man suddenly became excited, and after consuming the pill, he immediately felt the strong force of the pill entering his divine sense C, entering the spirit of the Dao gods. Sensing the medicinal power, the old man was so excited that his entire body was trembling. He immediately gave Chen Shang a storage bag and said, there are 200 million of them, your pill is real, thank you very much. With that, the old man left in a hurry. He wanted to find a quiet place to cultivate and break through. After Chen Shang received the 200 million Dao crystal, he was secretly overjoyed. He never thought that the disciples of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect would become so rich. Zhao Kungsan saw Chen Shang doing a business at the entrance of his shop. The novel YBDU. He didn't feel good about it at all. What he felt most was jealousy and an inexplicable sense of anger. Chen Shang, how many Sixtian Profound Dan do you have? I want them all, Zhao Kungsan suddenly said, because he had already seen many people getting restless, wanting to buy the Sixtian Profound Dan from Chen Shang. Only Chen Shang and the great clan elder had the Sixtian Profound Dan's medicinal ingredients, and back then, Chen Shang had taken a lot of them from the jade vat. Zhao Kungsan also knew, so he determined that the Sixtian Profound Dan in Chen Zhang's hands were all made from those medicinal ingredients, which meant that the Sixtian Profound Dan in Chen Zhang's hands did not have much. If he could buy them and sell them, then he would definitely be able to earn a lot by that time. Chen Shang could already guess Zhao Kungsan's plan with his knees. Great clan elder said that selling the Sixtian Profound Dan is beneficial to Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, as it can let the disciples of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect enter the 6 gods stage even faster. Chen Shang said. That's fine, sell the pill to me, and we'll help you sell it. This way, you'll be able to save a lot of trouble. Zhao Kungsan laughed, I guarantee that you'll be satisfied with the price I gave you. Everyone was cursing at Zhao Kungsan in their hearts. Everyone knew that the Zhao clan was very evil. If not for the pressure from the leader and the rest, the Dragon Magic Dan would definitely have made a huge profit this time, raising the price. But if they did this, they would have angered the higher-ups of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Chen Shang thought for a moment, then nodded, all right, if the price is satisfactory, I can let you help me sell it. Of course, Chen Shang was very clear that he hated at the moment, it was just that he did not reveal it, he could already feel Zhao Kungsan's killing intent. When he was fighting with Zhao Kungsan previously, Zhao Kungsan had tried his best to cripple him, and he had never forgotten about this. Zhao Kungsan smiled slightly, come in. Chen Shang followed Zhao Kungsan to the living room inside the shop. After entering, Zhao Kungsan went straight to the point, and said, 500 million pills, how much do you have, how much do you want? The price is good, but I'm worried that you won't be able to finish it. Chen Shang shook his head and laughed. How many do you have? Zhao Kungsan did not know how many medicinal herbs Chen Shang had taken from the jade vat at that time. Although he did not have the precious medicinal herbs of the Sixtian Profound Dan, he knew that the medicinal herbs would not be easy to cultivate. 300 pills, Chen Shang said. Do you want to finish it? Even though Zhao Kungsan was already mentally prepared, he couldn't help but take a deep breath. 300 pills, 500 million would be 150 billion Dao crystals. However, with his current abilities, he really couldn't afford it. He never thought that Chen Shang would actually be able to obtain so many medicinal ingredients from the great clan elder, and was able to refine 300 Sixtian Profound Dan. Fine, give me some time. Wait for me here, I'll be back soon. Zhao Kungsan felt that this was a very good opportunity. If he were to buy the only batch of Sixtian Profound Dan, he would be able to sell them twice more. There were a lot of people from the six divine sects and Chen Shang did not know how many, but when he investigated the shops these few days, he realized that the disciples were all very rich. After all, this was a big divine sects and all the disciples in the divine sects had ways to earn a lot of Dao crystals. Moreover, not only were the six divine sects' pellets sold internally, they were also sold externally. The disciples of the other three divine sects would often come here to buy large amounts of pellets. 150 billion should not be much to Zhao clan, he seems to be very rich. Chen Shang thought to himself, if he could get his hands on this set of Dao crystal, he could buy the seeds for the Supreme God pellet. Zhao Kungsan said that he would be back soon, but Chen Shang had waited for an hour and Zhao Kungsan had not appeared yet. He could understand that 150 billion was not a small amount and it would take some time. Master Wang, I'm already in Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. The great clan elder of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect is a good person. If you reform your body quickly, I think you should seek his help. Chen Shang said, maybe you can even stay in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect was like a sacred place to the Master Wang. Can Grand Elder really make people feel at ease? Master Wang was moved. I can definitely make you feel at ease. I think people are always very accurate. Chen Shang said. Alright, then you can help me talk. Master Wang had already made her decision. Of course, Chen Shang could also help the Master Wang, but at this rate, he did not know when the Master Wang would be able to reconstruct his true body. Zhao Kungsan came, he came by himself. Chen Shang had thought that Zhao Kungsan would bring a senior from their Zhao clan, but he didn't. It's done, Chen Shang asked. 300 pills, right? Don't lie to me, I'm very serious. Although he did not manage to obtain the Heavenly Alchemy Soul at the Heavenly Refining Conference, Zhao Kungsan was still a top-notch genius within the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Therefore, when the matter of the great clan elder favoring Chen Shang was found out by the people of the Zhao clan, the elders of the Zhao clan denounced the great clan elder one after another. The great clan elder did not say anything. As an elder, he wanted to maintain harmony in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, so he could only accept it. The power of the Zhao clan was rather strong in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, so he did not want to provoke them. I'm serious too. Chen Shang took out a jade box and opened it. Inside, many Sixtian Profound Dan's shining with white light appeared, causing Zhao Kungsan to stare blankly. Chapter 2836. Zhao Kungsan took a few deep breaths. He was extremely excited at the moment. He felt that once he bought these Sixtian Profound Dan and sold them off, he would be able to make a huge profit. There were so many people in this 1,000-story floor, and the Dao crystals resources were very abundant. As long as he had some time, he would be able to sell them sooner or later. Go count for yourself the 150 billion Dao crystal. Zhao Kungsan passed Chen Shang a storage bag. Chen Shang took a moment to count them all. Even when using his own consciousness to count, he still needed a lot of time to count them all. Enough, let's have a happy cooperation. Chen Shang laughed. I still have things to do, so I'll be taking my leave first. Chen Shang hurriedly left. He was worried that Zhao Kungsan would go back on his words, and Zhao Kungsan was also worried that Chen Shang would go back on his words. Zhao Kungsan felt that Chen Shang did not know how to make use of Sixtian Profound Dan to earn Dao crystal. He could understand why. After all, Chen Zhang's medicinal ingredients came from the great clan elder, and the great clan elder hoped that Chen Shang would lower the price so that the disciples of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect could benefit from it. Chen Shang was an outsider, coming to Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Even if he wanted to sell it at a high price it wouldn't be easy, but he, Zhao Kungsan, was different. This guy made me a fortune, but I won't thank him for that. I have to destroy him, I can't let this guy step on my head. Zhao Kungsan rode on the white lion and looked at the distant streets. Chen Zhang's eyes flickered with a sinister light. Chen Shang laughed to himself as he walked along the road. Does this guy really think he can profit from me so easily? Just you wait. Quote. He hurriedly returned to the small island, and then closed himself off to focus on growing the 6 Shen Profound Dan's medicinal ingredients. He planned to refine a batch of 6 Shen Profound Dan and sell them at a low price at that time, so that the 6 Shen Profound Dan in Zhao Kungsan's possession would be hard to sell. I never thought that the heavenly alchemy immortal power would be so useful. The creation god's spring that was refined with divine power will grow medicinal ingredients even faster. The purple pearls Chen Shang had condensed using the heavenly alchemy immortal power were also very special. However, he had yet to use those purple pearls, so he didn't know how effective they were. 10 or so days later, Chen Shang already had 1,000 6 Shen Profound Dan in his possession. He felt that if he sold these 6 Shen Profound Dan, he would be able to gather enough Dao crystal for a period of time. Walking out of the secret room, Chen Shang saw the great clan elder. Grand Elder, there's something important I need to talk to you about. Chen Shang said. He wanted the great clan elder to help the Master Wang rebuild its body. Chen Shang, you sold the 6 Shen Profound Dan to Zhao Kungsan. The great clan elder said. He was somewhat dissatisfied with this matter, but he could not say anything, since Chen Shang lacked Dao crystal. Chen Shang nodded his head. Zhao Kungsan started selling. Not yet, he's been building up his momentum all this time. It seems like he wants to sell the 6 Shen Profound Dan S for 1 pill for 2 billion. Even if they can't get it that high, it's at least worth 1.5 billion. The Grand Elder sighed. Hee, when the time comes, he'll be waiting to cry. Chen Shang couldn't help but laugh. Zhao Kungsan helping the 6 Shen Profound Dan create momentum was also a good thing for Chen Shang. How much did you sell it to him? How much did you sell it for? The Great Elder asked. He was also very curious about this. 500 million Dao crystal pills, I sold 300 to him. The great clan elder was also shocked by the number. It was not 500 million pills, but 306 Shen Profound Dan S. When the time comes, he will prepare for the auction. He has invited other divine sects and some sects big shots recently because he wants to sell them at a good price. At this time, many people are already gathered in Heavenly Alchemy divine sect who want to buy this pill. The great clan elder felt that Chen Shang was not worth it and sighed. If you were to sell it, you would definitely earn a lot. I understand Zhao Kungsan, although he doesn't hate you on the surface, he definitely hates you to death deep in his heart. You shouldn't have teamed up with him. The great clan elder looked at Chen Shang with a helpless expression. I know that. I have competed with Zhao Kungsan before, and I already felt his hatred for me at that time, as if he had several lifetimes of deep hatred for me. Chen Shang smiled indifferently. So I plan to make him hate me to the end. The great clan elder quickly understood what Chen Shang was planning. But if this is the case, then we can indeed suppress Zhao clan a little. Zhao clan took out 150 billion Dao crystal, and gave it his all. Quote. Great clan elder, when the time comes, you will anger the entire Zhao clan, so you must help me hold on. Chen Shang said. Don't worry, at that time, if Zhao clan dares to act recklessly, I can openly exterminate them. If they violate the rules of the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, I will definitely punish them severely. That's good. Chen Shang heaved a sigh of relief, then told the Great Elder about the Master Wang. Great Elder had also heard of the Master Wang before, and was slightly surprised to learn that the Master Wang had always been with Chen Shang. Leave this matter to me. I will definitely restore the Master Wang to her original state. The great clan elder patted his chest and promised. He also took out a container and allowed Master Wang to enter it. After settling this matter, Chen Shang felt much more relaxed. I'm busy now, I'm going out to sell 6 Shen Profound Dan. Chen Shang laughed and then he hopped away from the small island. In the streets of Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect, many people knew that Zhao Kungsan was preparing to open an auction and sell a 6 Shen Profound Dan every day. Previously, when many people heard that Chen Shang had sold a few 6 Shen Profound Dan for 100 million, they all became overjoyed. However, after hearing that Chen Shang had sold a few 6 Shen Profound Dan to Zhao Kungsan, everyone could only sigh helplessly. Just as the 6 Shen Profound Dan's name was famous, a lot of people recognized Chen Shang as he walked on the street. Chen Shang, do you still have more 6 Shen Profound Dan? After one of them recognized Chen Shang, he hurriedly walked over to ask. He was also the person who wanted to buy the Sixtian Profound Dan. Yes, 100 million pills. Chen Shang said with a smile. The middle-aged man was shocked. He thought Chen Shang was joking. After all, Zhao Kungsan was building up momentum for the Sixtian Profound Dan, which meant that Zhao Kungsan had all the Sixtian Profound Dan under his control. But now, Chen Shang had suddenly popped up and even sold it for 100 million, then what was going on with Zhao Kungsan? Therefore, that middle-aged man did not expect to receive such a shocking response from him. Chapter 2837 inches. Do you want it? Chen Shang laughed. I don't want to go. Do you want it? Chen Shang laughed. I don't want to go. Is it the real Sixtian Profound Dan? The middle-aged man hurriedly asked. Of course it's true. You are also a disciple of the heavenly refining divine sects, so even if you don't know how to refine pills, you can still recognize pills, right? Chen Shang took out a Sixtian Profound Dan. It should be true. This pill energy can let my three profound goddess clearly sense it. The middle-aged man quickly took out 100 million Dao crystal and bought it. After he ate it on the spot and felt the strong medicinal strength, he immediately dashed out and looked for a place to refine it. Chen Shang walked while selling them, and very quickly, he sold more than 100. The news spread like wildfire, and many people who came to the heavenly refining divine sects rushed to the street where Chen Shang was at to buy Sixtian Profound Dan. They had originally prepared many Dao crystal, and were already the best prepared to be slaughtered, but never would they have thought that Chen Shang would suddenly sell them at 100 million each. When they first heard this news, no one believed it because it was simply impossible. However, later on, when more and more people bought Sixtian Profound Dan, they had no choice but to believe it, and all went to find Chen Shang to buy it. Chen Shang only walked half a circle on the streets of the heavenly refining divine sects, and already sold over 300 Sixtian Profound Dan-s. When Zhao Kunyan heard the news, he immediately turned green from anger and almost spat out a mouthful of blood. He also suppressed his anger and rode on his white lion to where Chen Shang was. From far away, he saw that Chen Shang was surrounded by many people waiting to trade with him. Take your time, I still have some left. Everyone is limited to one pill. Chen Shang laughed and shouted. There were many people who needed Sixtian Profound Dan, and they were very happy to see many people buying it. He was also very happy. Zhao Kunyan is here, a person suddenly shouted. Originally, it was noisy here, but after knowing that Zhao Kunyan had arrived, everyone immediately quietened down and looked at Zhao Kunyan, who was riding on a strong white lion. Zhao Kunyan's face was extremely gloomy, the muscles on his face twitched. He was currently enduring a great amount of anger and was unable to vent it, as though he was about to explode from the anger. Brother Zhao, do you still want the Sixtian Profound Dan? Chen Shang smiled and shouted to Zhao Kunyan, Sixtian Profound Dan-s are for sale, just 100 million Dao crystal s. You wait and see. Zhao Kunyan was so angry that his entire body was trembling, his voice trembling with anger, as he shouted at Chen Shang while gritting his teeth. With that, Zhao Kunyan rode on his white lion and quickly left the place. He needed to find a place to vent his anger, if not he would really explode in anger. Why did he leave just like that? Chen Shang couldn't help but laugh. Seeing Zhao Kunyan's expression earlier, he sincerely laughed heartily. Then, he would continue to sell his Sixtian Profound Dan. After Chen Shang sold himself for 2 days, he had finally sold out all of the Sixtian Profound Dan-s. He was very satisfied with the 1,000 Sixtian Profound Dan being sold for 100 billion. Everyone was aware that Chen Shang had tricked Zhao Kunyan, first selling a batch of Sixtian Profound Dan to him at a high price, then selling them here at a low price, causing Zhao Kunyan to poop out his pants. Everyone felt that Zhao Kunyan did not die from anger, and was very impressive. When Chen Shang was done selling, he said that he would continue selling after a while. He said that he had a large number of Sixtian Profound Dan, and was afraid that no one would be able to buy them. Therefore, many people were waiting for the next time Chen Shang appeared. Many of the people who were invited by Zhao Kunyan earlier were also waiting for him. Zhao Kunyan held an auction as scheduled, but no one took interest in it. It could be said that he had suffered heavy losses, and the entire Zhao family viewed Chen Shang as their enemy. Of course, the heavenly refining divine sects had also spread that the Sixtian Profound Dan in Chen Zhang's hands were all provided by the great clan elder, because the great clan elder had previously been oppressed by the strong Zhao family before. Although there was such a saying, there were also people who jumped out to refute. This was because many people who bought the 6 Shen Profound Dan had the same unique aura, and all of them had a faint divine might of heavenly refinement. Everyone felt that it was not strange for Chen Shang to be able to use the might of the heavenly refining spirit to refine pills, so they were sure that the 6 Shen Profound Dan that Chen Shang was selling were all refined by him. This way, Chen Zhang's reputation grew even higher. To be able to make the mysterious heavenly refining divine power pill concoct pills, make the divine pellets have a unique heavenly refining divine spirit aura, and sell the divine pellets at such a cheap price to benefit the masses, this caused many people to be filled with respect and awe. The heavenly refiner's soul has chosen the right person. As expected of the heavenly refiner's soul of our heavenly refining divine sects, it has even benefited many disciples of our heavenly refining divine sects. That's right, it's too smart for the heavenly refiner's soul to choose Zhao Kunyan. That guy always wants to scam us, not choosing him, and he's still not convinced. Chen Shang is from that, and to be able to come to our heavenly refining divine sects as a guest, it is all thanks to the great clan elder. Looks like the next time we choose great clan elder, we must give him a vote. The great clan elder sat in the carriage, his heart feeling happy when he heard everyone's conversation. He was the same as everyone else, the heavenly refiner's soul had not chosen the wrong person, and now Chen Shang was bringing the good news to the heavenly refiner divine sects. Right now, Chen Shang lived on the great clan elder's small island, quiet and safe. The reason he dared to scam Zhao Kunyan was also because he had the support of the great clan elder. The refining methods of the heavenly refining divine sects are really amazing. Even though I have used this technique to duplicate the medicinal ingredients, I am still unable to reproduce them. Chen Shang had thought that after using the purple pearl to duplicate those medicinal ingredients that had undergone special treatment, they would be able to grow again, but he still could not succeed. It seems like I can only honestly buy seeds. I already have 250 billion, so there shouldn't be much left to buy. However, the effects of the purple gold bead were very strong. One pellet could replicate a kind of supreme divine medicine, but the refining time was quite long, and it was not as fast as growing it with the world god's spring. I'll condense the purple gold bead when I have time, and with the assistance of the creation divine spring, I'll be able to quickly obtain a large amount of the supreme divine medicine. Chen Zhang's current goal was to quickly level up to the Taizun realm. The heavenly refining divine sects had a lot of ingredients, and the pills made from these ingredients could allow a person to progress rapidly in the 6 god stage, but it would take a lot. Chen Shang walked out of the courtyard. Seeing that the great clan elder had returned, his expression became heavy. Grand Elder, what's wrong? Chen Shang hurriedly asked. The great clan elder had been understanding about the dragon demons. The 4 great divine sects is preparing to hold a conference, which will be held at the heavenly refining divine sects. At that time, the Flying Dragon Palace will also be here, so this meeting should be to discuss about the dragon demons. The great elder replied, this meeting is extremely urgent. Moreover, there will also be an audience with the High Ancestor. Chapter 2838. Chen Shang understood the current situation of the great clan elder. These kind of urgent meetings were usually held when the situation was extremely serious. He had always been inside the heavenly alchemy divine sect, so even though he had some information on what was going on outside, he did not know the specifics, and did not ask Grand Elder about the matters of the Dragon Devil Dead Land. Is the situation outside very serious? Chen Shang asked. The dragon demons matter was related to the Myriad Dao Mausoleum, because the dragon demons wanted to enter the Myriad Dao Mausoleum, he did not know what they wanted to do there. In short, it was not a good thing. Yes, right now we both have a lot of information, and we will be able to communicate at that time. We will have to wait until then to find out the specifics. The great elder said, you don't have to worry about this kind of thing. There's no use worrying about it. Just focus on concocting pills. The great clan elder patted Chen Zhang's shoulder, then returned to his room. Chen Shang anxiously ran to the medicine street and bought 3 types of herbs. These 3 types of herbs, together with the 2 that the Master Wang had given him, he would be able to refine a low-leveled Taizun Dan called Taiji Yuanshan Dan. This kind of pill was very helpful to the 6 god stage, it could quickly raise the level of the 6 yuan god. Chen Shang only bought 3 types of herbs, he did not directly buy the seed, because he still did not know how effective the Taiji Yuanshan Dan was. If the effect was not good, then the seeds he bought would also be expensive. One must know that the seeds here were worth tens of billions of dollars each. The 3 types of medicinal herbs that he had bought were all flowers, while the herbs that the Master Wang had given him were herbs. Chen Shang had long heard of the refining methods of the Taiji Yuanshan Dan from the Master Wang, and it was deeply engraved in his mind. I will first refine it, and then use the crash method for the second batch. Chen Shang planned to familiarize himself with them before he went on a rampage. The quality of the pellets refined from crash method had increased by many times, which saved a lot of medicinal ingredients and time. Now that he was using the heavenly alchemy immortal power to refine pills, the difficulty would decrease greatly. Ever since he discovered that he could use the heavenly alchemy immortal power to refine pills, he had not tried to use it to refine pills. Now that he thought about it, he was filled with anticipation. Taiji Yuanshan Dan were only low-tier Taizun Dan, but this type of pill could be raised based on the grade of the medicinal ingredients. Most of the Supreme Force divine medicines on the market were of low quality, while the price of medium quality was at least 10 times, or even 100 times higher than the lower quality ones. The majority of Taizun Dan could evolve, which meant that for the same type of pill, the grade of the medicinal ingredients would determine the grade of the pill. If the effects of this Taiji Yuanshan Dan are not bad, then the herbs I grow in the future will be of high quality. Chen Shang knew clearly that it was not easy to reach the peak of 6 God stage. If he wanted to be fast, even using the crash method to refine it would not be enough. This required a higher grade of pills. It was Chen Zhang's first time refining a Taizun Dan, and he did not feel the strain, but it was a little relaxing. This was because he had used the heavenly alchemy immortal power, otherwise, even if he had the heavenly alchemy Dao line, it would not have been so easy. The price of Taizun Dan being sold in the heavenly alchemy divine sect was considered expensive in Chen Zhang's eyes, mainly because it was difficult to refine. Buying it outside of heavenly alchemy divine sect would be even more expensive. There was a heaven and earth difference between Taizun Dan and previous natural law Dan, especially when it came to the difficulty of refining them. Just refining the medicinal ingredients was enough to hurt one's mind. Chen Shang had used no less than 2 days, and was still using the burning of divine might released by the strongest heavenly alchemy immortal power. If not for this support, he felt that he would need at least 10 times more time. As expected, the Supreme One divine medicine is very difficult to deal with. The Master Wang had said before that he would need at least 15 days to deal with it. If I do not have the heavenly alchemy Dao line and the heavenly alchemy immortal power, I would need at least 20 days to complete them. Quote. Chen Shang thought that if he wanted to use the crash method, it would be extremely difficult. Taizun Dan are indeed hard to refine. They can no longer refine several batches in 2 hours like they did in the past. Refining 1 batch a day is already very fast. Just as Chen Shang came in contact with the Taizun Dan, he felt that the refining process was a little difficult. Even so, it gave him hope. Pills that were difficult to concoct tended to have excellent effects. Someone like him, who was in the early stages of 6 God stage, would find it difficult to eat this kind of precious Taizun Dan without the support of a powerful force. Even a genius like Zhao Kungsan would only be able to eat 1 pellet every month. After the collision, the quality will definitely be better. The effects of such a difficult pill to refine would definitely not be weak. Chen Shang was filled with anticipation. The next step after being refined by the medicinal ingredients was not easy either. Fortunately, he used the divine flame to easily burn down all the scattered medicine crystal and then merge them together. In order to refine high-quality pills, Chen Shang did not refine many pills. These pills were mainly for his own consumption, and when refining many pills, he would usually sell them. From start to finish, Chen Shang took 5 days to refine a single Taiji Yuanshan Dan. He did not eat them immediately, but refined a batch of 6 Shen Profound Dan. There were 500 in total, and after selling them, he sold them for another 50 billion. He had been concocting pills in seclusion for a few days, but no one saw him. They were worried that he would not sell any more 6 Shen Profound Dan, and that he would go out to buy Zhao Kungsan's expensive 6 Shen Profound Dan. Therefore, he needed a long time before he could sell some 6 Shen Profound Dan, in order to maintain his mobility. Only then would others go to Zhao Kungsan to buy some. After fishing for tens of billions, Chen Shang returned to the small island and ate a Taiji Yuanshan Dan. This is something that I have spent 5 days refining. Just buying the medicinal ingredients requires 600 million Dao crystal. It must have good effects. The 3 kinds of flowers Chen Shang bought from here were all 200 million Dao crystal, and a seed required 200 times the price, which was 40 billion seeds. With Chen Zhang's current financial power, buying the seeds of the 3 kinds of flowers was very easy. Adding them all up, it would only be 60 billion Dao crystals. After eating the Taiji Yuanshan Dan, Chen Shang attempted to use the heavenly alchemy Immortal power to refine the medicinal power. However, the effect was very good, the speed of refining the medicinal power was very fast, if not, he did not know how much time he would need to refine it. According to this speed, I'll be able to finish refining it in one night. During the process of refining, Chen Shang was relaxing his entire body and resting. At this moment, he could feel that the 6 yuan god was increasing in strength after being refined at a rapid pace. Although the improvement was obvious, he still needed to consume more of these pills in order to achieve a breakthrough. At daybreak, Chen Shang exhaled lightly, the effect is still satisfactory. According to this speed, I would be able to break through after eating around 100 more pills or so. This kind of pill is very helpful to 6 god stage, even a seed is worth buying. Quote. Chapter 2839. Before Chen Shang bought the seeds, he had already understood that usually, buying the seeds was a big deal. Although the shop had a price tag, selling them or not was one thing. Chen Shang was worried that these shops had a good relationship with the Zhao clan, because he would not sell them to him if he found out that he was the buyer. Hence, he changed his appearance and used a lot of identity to purchase the 3 flower seeds. The process of buying the seed was very complicated, it required them to sign a blood contract. Chen Shang had to promise them that if they were to grow a large amount of this flower, they definitely could not sell it in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Furthermore, the other party had guaranteed that the seed would definitely sprout and grow. I'm too lazy to sell medicinal herbs, selling pills is the way to go. Chen Shang was secretly happy. To be able to buy these 3 flowers, he felt a lot more at ease. What he needed next was time before he could break through. These few days, he had refined 606 Shen Profound Dan and sold it off. Previously, he had spent 60 billion on buying medicinal herbs, but now he had earned it back. This batch of 6 Shen Profound Dan that he refined had been sold out for a relatively long time, and it was much longer than the last 2 times. The main reason was because there weren't as many people who needed 6 Shen Profound Dan as before. Chen Shang felt that he could still sell 2 to 3 batches. At that time, if the time was right, he would sell the Taiji Yuanshan Dan. He also needed a large number of Dao crystal to enter the myriad Dao mausoleum. In order to make it more convenient, he needed to prepare a lot of Dao crystal. The great clan elder had said 20 days ago that the 4 great divine sects was going to hold a meeting, and the meeting was about to begin soon. The people of 4 great divine sects and the Flying Dragon Palace had already gathered at a reception area in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Chen Shang was also invited to that place by the great clan elder, and it was extremely lively inside. At this time, Chen Shang also saw that the other divine sects were all extremely strong, and many of the young people there were in the mid to late stages of 6 god stage. Many of the houses in the manor were filled with people, all of them were from the other 3 divine sects and Flying Dragon Palace. Chen Shang never thought that there would actually be so many, adding up there would be more than 1,000. While Chen Shang was wandering around, he suddenly saw a familiar face. Uncle Lin. Chen Shang immediately sent a sound transmission to Lin Jishan. Lin Jishan had finally come out of seclusion. After Lin Jishan came out of seclusion, he found out about many things related to Chen Shang. He was extremely shocked and impressed by Chen Zhang's current achievements. Brat, you're really amazing. Speak from the inside. Lin Jishan also used sound transmission to communicate with Chen Shang. He knew that Chen Zhang's current identity could not be revealed. After Lin Jishan came out from closed-door cultivation, his strength had increased a lot. For Lin Jishan to be able to follow the 6 divine sects to this meeting, it could be seen that he had a certain amount of strength, and that he even had a room of his own here. Uncle Lin, just what is going on? It's just a meeting, but there's actually so many people here. Chen Shang said, could it be that we are going to start a war? More or less. Now it's time to discuss how to fight. Lin Jishan said, the situation outside is not very serious, because the dragon demon did not attack the humans on a large scale. Instead, they took over the ancient transmission array to head to the myriad Dao mausoleum. There was only one flying dragon pagoda that had access to the myriad Dao mausoleum, and that was because many experts from the 4 great divine sects and the 4 great divine sects were guarding it to prevent anyone from destroying it. But now, it was occupied by the dragon demons. It was obvious that the dragon demons had used a very powerful force at that time to seize it. Who knows, an intense battle might have broken out there. Brat, you are now in 6 god stage, right? You can come with me to the myriad Dao mausoleum now. It's said that the reason for this meeting is to kill off the dragon demon and then enter the Myriad Tao Mausoleum. Lin Jishan laughed. Don't worry, when you are with me, I guarantee that you will be fine. I am now using the late period of Taizun realm. Not only did I recover my strength, I even broke through a level. Really? That's great. Chen Shang was also very happy. When the time comes, I will go with you. But I'm worried that the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable will cause trouble in the Myriad Tao Mausoleum. Quote. There will be that group of reverends to settle this, we don't need to worry about that. We just need to enter the Myriad Tao Mausoleum and take whatever we see. Lin Jishan was actually very optimistic. He patted Chen Zhang's shoulders and laughed. I didn't expect you to be so good at refining pills, to have collected so many Tao crystal in the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. Chen Shang only laughed. The Tao crystal he earned was something many late-stage overlords found difficult to earn. Chen Shang and Lin Jishan chatted idly, talking about his encounters in the Super Origin Dan Hall. Lin Jishan sighed that he was in closed-door cultivation. If not for that, he would definitely beat the crap out of Yu Jinggong. Just as they were chatting, Chen Shang suddenly sensed a very weak yet familiar qi. Seeing the change in Chen Zhang's expression, Lin Jishan anxiously asked, "What's wrong?" "There's a very strong guy approaching us." Chen Shang said, "Let's go out and take a look." "What guy? Your enemies here? As long as they are not your ancestors, I can fight with them." Lin Jishan had 6 divine bars in his hands. These weird divine tools could turn a person into a pig, a cow, or a sheep at any time. "No, this guy is my friend. You might have heard of his name. His name is Bat Super Venerable." Chen Shang said. He was very familiar with the aura of the Bat Super Venerable. Back then, when the Bat Super Venerable made a move to kill a large number of dragon demons, the shock he felt was hard to forget. This guy, I have indeed heard of him, but I heard that he's just a little brat, and is indeed very powerful. However, if I were to fight with him, I might not necessarily lose. Lin Jishan was very confident in his own strength. He followed Chen Shang out and sure enough, they saw a person in a black robe and wearing a black mask on his face. Because Bat Super Venerable's cultivation technique was a bit special, he was only a child in his teens right now, so he wasn't too tall. However, everyone recognized this ghost mask. After they saw him arrive, they all stepped aside, worried that he might kill them. No one dared to breathe too loudly. No one expected that the person who had a grudge with the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect would actually come to the Heavenly Alchemy Divine Sect. "Little Bat, this way." Chen Shang transmitted to the Bat Super Venerable. Bat Super Venerable immediately walked over. He was also here to look for Chen Shang. After he entered Lin Jishan's room, he asked, "Is this guy reliable?" "He's my elder, of course he's reliable." Chen Shang hastily invited Bat Super Venerable to sit. People of the 6 paths of the divine sects. A very strong primordial 6 realms power and 6 primal law veins, pretty strong. Bat Super Venerable could tell at a glance. "Little Bat, you have good eyes." Lin Jishan laughed. "You and I are both late period of Taizun realm, how about a match?" "I'm not here to fight." Bat Super Venerable took off his mask. "Although I want to fight with you, now is not the time. I have something important to discuss with Chen Shang." Chapter 2840. Lin Jishan poured tea for Chen Shang and the Bat Super Venerable, and said, "You must be here to look for Chen Shang, you little demon. Do you want me to avoid it?" Quote. Bat Super Venerable said, "No need to evade. The Myriad Tao Mausoleum being is ready to open up, which means we can go there. But before we do, we have to find a good companion, and I am here to find Chen Shang as my companion." Quote. Back then, if not for Chen Shang, he definitely would not have been able to escape from the terrifying sky cavern in Dragon Devil Dead Land, but Chen Shang could have even brought him along to escape. "Can I go with Uncle Lin?" Chen Shang said. "How about we go in groups of 3? Chen Shang felt that with these 2 late-stage overlords by his side, he would definitely be much safer. Lin Jishan and Bat Super Venerable were not ordinary late-stage overlords. "All right," Lin Jishan and Bat Super Venerable said in unison. They trusted Chen Shang so much that even though they had only just met him, they did not suspect him. But the transmission array has already been occupied by the dragon demons. So, we should first chase those dragon demons away, right? Chen Shang said. Furthermore, when we enter the Myriad Tao Mausoleum, what will happen to the dragon demons here? Your esteemed ancestor will be guarding this 1000th floor, so we can go to the Myriad Tao Mausoleum. This honorable ancestor-level fellows have all been to the Myriad Tao Mausoleum many times, which is why they are able to reach the honorable ancestors' level of cultivation. However, this time, you have assured us that if we are able to return alive, most of them will have advanced by leaps and bounds. The Bat Super Venerable said. Speaking of which, all of you are in the late stage of the ancestor realm. Wouldn't you be able to become ancestors very soon? Chen Shang laughed. If that's the case, then it's fine, but when the time comes I'll have 2 backers that I can depend on. How difficult. Lin Jishan sighed. That's right, it's extremely difficult. 4 great divine sects' leader and many of the powerful elders are only at the late stage of the supreme realm. Both he and Lin Jishan were of the late stage of the overlord, so they had a deep understanding of this matter. Little Bat, you've also been called here. Are you preparing to start fighting the dragon demon? Chen Shang asked. That's right, we will be leaving in a few days at the earliest. At that time, all of us disciples will be going out to fight against the dragon demons at the ancient transmission array. Bat Super Venerable said, don't go and join in the fun. This time is extremely dangerous. Now, the most important thing to do was to take back the transmission array. Flying Dragon Experience Place has already been besieged by the dragon demons, and a portion of the Supreme Elders have already rushed over. This time, there are least people from the Flying Dragon Palace, and I'm the only one in the later stages of the Supreme Realm. Quote, the Flying Dragon Experience Place was also a crucial place, and also the target of the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable. Once the dragon demons attack, the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable would head towards the Flying Dragon Experience Place, but through the Flying Dragon Experience Place, its strength was unimaginable. Once the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable obtains great power, they would definitely go to the Myriad Tao Mausoleum. This was something all the upper echelons of 4 great divine sects wanted to know. Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable was in existence on the same level as the ancestors of the ancient times. Although there were a lot of good things in the Myriad Tao Mausoleum, but they shouldn't have attracted that much attention. But now that the Dragon Devil Emperor Venerable had been resurrected, a plan to go to the Myriad Tao Mausoleum had been made. Alright, I will do my best to increase my strength when I head to Myriad Tao Mausoleum. Chen Shang said. He was still weak in the early stages of 6 God stage. In order not to drag things down, he had to quickly level up. Lin Jishan and the Bat Super Venerable had already agreed that they would get to know each other when they fight the dragon demons in the legends. It was fortunate that they would be able to cooperate better when they enter the Myriad Tao Mausoleum in the future. Chen Shang walked out of Lin Jishan's house as he calculated his next move. To deal with the dragon demons, I still need dragon magic herb. The last few dragon magic herb that I have are all processed, so I am unable to grow them. Chen Shang just knew that Lin Jishan and Bat Super Venerable were enough to buy the dragon magic dan, and he made a huge profit this time. Walking out of the villa, Chen Shang suddenly saw 2 women dressed in plain clothes, but they had extremely beautiful faces, and their appearances were all exactly the same. Beautiful. Chen Shang was pleasantly surprised. He never thought that he would meet the 2 sisters Zhang Ximei and Zhang Sijing here, and one of them was in the early stages of 6 God stage. They were originally taken away by the mysterious Grandma Zhang, but who would have thought that after their separation, they would also advance by leaps and bounds. Chen Shang was even more curious about the identity of the Grandma Zhang. He quickly transmitted his voice to the 2 girls. They were also very happy. Chen Shang had already changed his appearance, so they couldn't recognize him. However, when Chen Shang sent a sound transmission to them, they immediately knew where Chen Shang was. We went out to look for you, but we couldn't find you. I didn't expect you to be here. The 2 girls hurried over to Chen Zhang's side. Follow me. Chen Shang immediately brought the 2 girls to the mansion on the small island. The disciples of the 4 great divine sects had all heard of his name before, and many of the disciples of the 4 great divine sects had already eaten the 6th profound dan that Chen Shang had refined before. Grandmother and I are both at the Heaven's Mandate divine sects. Grandmother's master and elders are all elders of the Heaven's Mandate divine sects, so it was very easy for us to enter. Zhang Ximei laughed. Her attitude towards many people was extremely crude, but she was the only one who was gentle with Chen Shang. Zhang Sijing aside, she was a gentle, beautiful and quiet woman to begin with. She was very happy to be able to meet Chen Shang. Heavenly Fate divine sects. Cultivating heavenly spirit kung fu, right? Chen Shang laughed. It's great to be able to see you all again. We missed you a lot too. We were all very worried about you when you met with trouble in the Myriad Tao Divine Tablets formation back then. Zhang Sijing said. I urgently need your help right now, but I don't know if it's convenient for you guys. Chen Shang knew Zhang Sijing's ability, he could grow medicinal herbs. Of course we can, we were only here to watch the show, the fighting was done by the middle and late stages of 6 God stage, we can stay by your side. Zhang Sime said, I'm so bored to death in heaven's mandate divine sects, and all kinds of cultivation are very dangerous, I don't even have any pills to eat. Zhang Sime chuckled, if I follow you, there will definitely be a lot of pills to eat. Of course, however, the herbs here are all special and have been treated, so there's no way to grow them. However, I have the seeds and they are all supreme divine medicines. If you want to grow them, it will take some time. Chen Shang said. Zhang Sijing immediately understood what Chen Shang meant, he wanted her to help him cultivate the medicinal herbs for him. That's no problem, with my sister and I helping you, you'll be able to grow a lot soon. Zhang Sijing smiled sweetly, beauty can grow flowers. Chen Shang laughed in disbelief. That's because we are twins. With the help of an elder, we can obtain each other's Dao veins and abilities. Now that I think about it, it's truly amazing. Zhang Sime said.